I start stream. I hope it starts. I look at this thing. Jesus Christ! I don't want floor decor.
It says live. Let me
We are
refresh.
live. We are live in quantum space. We're live in quantum space, and I'm immediately going to leave you because I forgot to put sugar in my coffee. Forgot my brown sugar. I'll be back.
Well, well, well. I guess it's just you and me and the title screen, chat. Hello, K Avalon. Yes, it is time. It is time for Sam's son once again. Hi, hello. Congrats on being here even before the fucking ads go out. It's time for Sam's bouncing baby boy. Yes. His most beloved boy. Oh goodness. We were literally before stream started, we were literally talking about the trailer that dropped of Firebreak.
I have sugar in my
Very exciting
coffee,
stuff.
and I have a chocolate croissant. So
Welcome back.
everything has dramatically improved for me. I just have to figure out how
Lovely.
to put these things amongst all of my wires. Hold on. My computer just a little. And then I move my pen stand. And I put
And you won on previous ones. I was only aware of one before this one, so I also live under a rock, so I am not a good source of what is currently relevant.
There's if for the Firebreak, there's I think like 3 videos. There's the
Oh, I
initial
see.
teaser announcement. There's the video of them talking about the creation, like them working on Firebreak, and they
Oh yeah.
put out a gameplay trailer. Those are the ones I know about. There might be others because I too also don't keep track of things unless YouTube is like, "Hey, put it in your recommended. Here it is."
Yeah.
Chocolate croissant. Yep. Dip it in my coffee. Yay! Ah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna make everyone sit here while I eat this chocolate croissant. It's like the life you all live right now. I'm eating a chocolate croissant.
It's fine. It's only me, you, and K Avalon here.
Oh god, I forgot to do the ads!
I was literally about
I forgot
to
the
say.
ads! Happiness! Oh, Aram game.
Yeah, yeah.
Aram
Hype
game.
things.
Everyone, Aram game.
Harem game. All the knowledge you've gained from Firebreak has been directly related to these streams. I'm
Good!
glad we could be a source of information for you.
I'm unbelievably hyped for Firebreak.
I am very hyped for Firebreak. I want to try for us to do like a multiplayer
Yes.
thing on
Oh
stream
yeah, we absolutely
with
have to stream
Firebreak.
Firebreak. We have to stream fighting the the post-it notes.
Yeah. Hello, Cammy Moons. Hello
Hi.
before work.
Good luck at
Good,
work.
good, good luck for today.
Okay. I forgot to do the ads. It doesn't matter that I forgot to do the ads because I'm still eating a chocolate croissant.
Hello,
Oh, I also forgot to plug in my controller. I'm prepared. I'm a good streamer.
Streamy McClurky.
Streaming.
Very professional.
So good at it. I'm excellent. The best streamer ever. Eating a chocolate
Cavalon says, I think I clocked it during the Lake House streams, but I'm betting that it's a three-person co-op because of the rule of three type thing. Oh yeah.
croissant. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
They
Absolutely.
do like a
They're gonna
3
they're
in
gonna
the triangle.
hide a lot of things like that in that fucking game. That game, that game is gonna be silly fucking time. High speed silly time,
I'm
but they're
so
gonna hide a
excited.
shit ton of stuff in it. They're gonna hide a
It's
shit
also
ton
really
of stuff in
interesting.
it.
I'm wondering because like most games are like at least 4 people teams.
Yeah,
Um,
no, 3 is an interesting way of going about it.
and while I am not a like co-op gaming girly, I am interested in like how it being like 3 people affects it versus like the like 4-man team games.
Yeah, your classic Left 4 Dead stuff.
Who up breaking the quantum? We up breaking our quantum.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Joyce is going feral on that quantum.
He has been getting more and more
Yeah,
feral as time went
the more
on.
we learn about him, the more it's like, oh, this man is crazy.
Yeah. That's that's a raccoon.
Yeah. Like, I know that the evil corporation is like, we're going to paint him as a terrorist, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure he just is.
I think he just is, yeah.
I think you guys are, like, correct for the wrong reason. Alright. Quantum time. Wait! I have to stream it to Bryn! I know! It's like the same thing every week.
Yeah,
It's
we have
always
the
like this. It's always like this. I forget the ats. I don't have any sugar in my coffee. I don't stream to Bryn. Okay.
Many mistakes that we do not learn from.
No! The process never gets easier! This is part of the Niko stream experience. I don't really know what to tell you other than that. Okay. Alright, we were fighting a bunch of goons.
Mm-hmm.
You will automatically take cover when you move next to a suitable object. I appreciate that, honestly. That means I don't have to, like, push a button.
Yeah. Very
That's,
convenient.
like, one less thing that requires my brain power. Alright. I did! I remembered that I was in a fight!
That's you know, that's pretty good.
I'm remembering my buttons. Oh.
Oh, your physics.
My physics. They gave me back my they gave me back my physics. Okay. Oh, right. This is like, they don't give you your gun until you actually need to shoot a guy. Okay. I did remember I was in a fight, but I don't remember where we are. So, like,
You know, one day we're gonna start saying like shit like "girl, your physics" like outside of this context. And people are gonna look at us weird.
Ah! Everyone needs a little bit of physics sometimes. Okay, is that a gun? Yeah, that's a gun. Okay. Alright, Jack, where are we going?
Alright, Cavalon says, remember, you gotta kill exactly half of these dudes.
That's right.
Remember, the loop has to go.
We have to kill half these dudes to complete the loop. We have to figure out where the fuck we are. Find your way to ground zero. Is this where we're going? Yes. Okay.
It's interesting because I thought that Ground Zero was like the museum where it all started.
Right. I like that this guy is southern. It's really funny. You wanna talk this out? I'm sorry. I apologize to you. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna go under here. I'm just gonna be under here. Yeah, that's... Oh! Hold on. Okay, I got buttons. I'm figuring out what buttons do. That guy's gonna explode, so that's pretty good. Oh, God. Move in! Just firing!
Frag out!
That's... Ah! Buttons.
Thanks for the gun.
Hear the sound of a grenade. It exploded. Right? Hello, sir. What you doing?
Wait,
What you doing all the way over
run
there?
away.
Ah! Did I activate more dunes, or did that guy get me? Yeah. Experience done. There's still a guy up there. I'm gonna be over here. Oh, right, I forgot Jack has ups. Oh, Jesus! You're just here! Nade out.
I'm taking him down! Gotta move.
You're still here. There we go. Oh, right, I have the thing where my shield heals me a little bit. Shit.
Gotta move.
Hey, man. Have that. Just out here in like a regular ass guy's uniform? Sir. Are you coming down? Goodbye. Oh! The last guy.
Nice.
Still okay out there?
Thought there were more guys.
Yeah. Any idea where I go next?
Oh yeah, right.
Well, before
Amy
you
is
say
still
hi,
following.
Gatehouse Squad is talking about activating security
Well, I guess
measures
she's
to
not
lock the
following.
door on the second
She's
floor.
on the comm.
That's a start.
She's around.
Thanks.
It's just all SMGs. No hunting for an assault rifle. Yes! Oh wait, no, that was a shot. I mean, the shotgun ammo is fine, but I like like assault rifle. Please? No? Nothing?
I think they were SMG boys.
This game does not work.
Hey, Jack. The husky lady on
Something
Monarch Radio
keeps, like-
seems to be unable to reach Gatehouse Squad. Remember the geared up soldiers I mentioned who do the teleporty stuff you do?
Yeah.
Apparently they're intending to say hi back with a grudge.
This scared the
So there's
shit out of
that.
me.
Regarding some kind of chronon particle harvesting operation. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm looking into it. Keep you posted.
Fine. Game. Fucking SMG. Oh, I blew up a barrel. I was like, what is this? Why is this here? Okay. It's around. Oh, those are all the guns on the floor. Is this? Yes.
Damn.
Yay! Just like on the table, too.
Literally right after you dump the rest of the ammo you had. That's fucked up. Yeah.
Hey. Who knew Uppies is the most powerful tool in Remedy game? Listen, Jack
like a way
so far
out.
is the only Remedy pro tag who
Now,
can like
how do I
jump.
get it open?
Yeah.
Like Jesse can fly, sure. But Jack just has like non-circumstantial ups. Because like Jesse and Alan can only climb things, I think, when you get close. Can't Jesse just jump? I don't remember her being able to just jump.
I don't remember you using the jump. I would imagine if there was a jump, you would have been using it
Yeah,
more.
there's like no way that. Okay. This way. Disable security access to the sky.
She had a dash. Yeah, she had
Yeah.
the
She had
Alan
a
Wake 2
dash.
dash.
She had the choo-choo, and she could fly. But she couldn't just, like, do an uppie. Where's the... There's stairs over here somewhere. Oh my god, am I stupid? I might be. What's this? Advanced SMG.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those. I don't know what the difference is.
Alright, I will sacrifice my assault rifle to investigate the advanced SMG.
They look like
Oh,
the... about to date myself, but like they look like the rifles they had in Stargate SG-1.
Huh. I'm realizing that I'm done. I have to go upstairs and over.
Yeah.
The game was not asking me to just straight up backtrack. It was like open ways for me. Because I've never played a video game in my life. What is this? Oh, God damn it, now you're giving me assault rifles. Fine! Now you want me to have assault rifles. Putting her away. Oh!
Whoa.
Right. Watch
Damn,
as I
alright.
relearned the game in real time. Okay.
Joyce just took out Gatehouse Squad and you still don't have eyes on him? What do they pay you for over there, huh?
Charlie, just tell me where he is.
Do I hear please?
Charlie,
Warehouse B4. Better hurry.
Storehouse 1. You heard him? Move in.
On our way.
Okay. We were talking a little bit about the Firebreak one earlier. I'm really hype. I think it's really funny that the sticky notes are the primary directive and the hiss is just like happening in the back.
Yeah.
They're like, you have to stop the sticky notes and also the hiss are here. It's like, okay.
We have accepted that the hiss is now
Yeah,
a
the hiss are just part of the
like
just part of the house now. We're just dealing
yeah,
with
it's like
we're
a
dealing with
natural
other shit.
catastrophe.
Yeah.
The hiss is like a flood problem.
Yeah. There's like, we got other stuff to deal with, and the hiss is also just here as an inconvenience to us.
We need you because the problem now is that all the problems that we already had to deal with, you also need to shoot stuff while you're
Yeah.
dealing with it.
I do like that the first thing they pull out is the fucking sticky notes, though.
Yeah.
Because I love those sticky notes. The sticky note room is like one of my favorite things in that game. It's the stupid ass sticky note room. So the fact that the first thing they do is like, the sticky notes have gone out of control. I'm like, ah, perfect, good. Can't do it, Jesse. The sticky notes have no known weakness. True. Yeah, we did see duplicating sticky notes in the first game. They did not seem hostile, though, right? It's just like, you find a note that's like, hey, every once in a while, a random item inside of the oldest house just starts wildly duplicating, and we don't know why that's happening. So if something that you have, if you notice that there's an item that's just like suddenly duplicating, we have to quarantine that item. And one of them was sticky notes. So there's just one full room in the first game that is coated in sticky notes. And I was like, oh, that's convenient, because it's an office, so nobody has to worry
Yeah.
about sticky notes. They can just go to the sticky note room. So that's like, of all of the things that could be duplicating, sticky notes isn't that bad. Turns out, actually, no. The sticky notes are evil.
Apparently, they'll cover you up.
Oh, you're right. We got an email from we got emails from Charlie.
Goodness.
I love Charlie. To Beth from Liam. Liam, who hates everything that's happening to him. Beth, I'm starting to grow suspicious about what's going on here. I have a hunch you feel the same way. I've been allowed a lot of freedom to come and go in my position, but it comes at a cost of very low clearance. Most members of the team know something I don't. And this is from Liam? Okay.
Yeah.
Most members of the team know something I don't, and they're not eager to share. Isn't Liam, like, in charge of, like, the like, military units, though?
I thought so, but
He does
like...
seem to be. He's head security. He's head security and has shit-ass clearance? I don't... they're not eager to share. Tomorrow's operation is more than a simple retrieval mission. There are dates and times marked with detailed events that are expected to come to pass. I've seen charts with fracture 4:15 a.m. labeled. It's way too much detail for a plan. It's like it's all been mapped out. How? Something big is coming. I can feel it. They told us our directive is to protect our world from the dangers that lie ahead. But if that's so, then why do I get the feeling there's something coming that we're doing absolutely nothing to stop? And if everybody else knows this, then why the hell is nobody acting on it? I can't sit back and watch if there's even a chance that this could put Emily in danger. I need to know more. Serene won't answer my messages. Hatch is a closed book. I'm hoping you're an open one. To Beth. Beth Wilder. I know we've seen that name, but I do not remember who that is. From Charlie to Hatch. Mr. Hatch, I've been monitoring company email servers and found something interesting. Just thought you might want to know that your golden boy has been a bit snoopy as of late. Attaching his email now. Charlie is so fucking chaotic, dude.
Fucking instantly narked on the dude.
Yeah, instantly narked.
Hey, just turned off security.
Like, not even a question.
Jack, they're
Beth
coming
is
your
Jesse. Okay. Or, well, not Jesse, but... Yeah. Beth is Jesse. Charlie's a snitch. Charlie's a big fucking narc. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure his... Wait, no, his job isn't to narc. He's the communications guy. I guess his job might be to narc, actually.
He does all the cover-ups and shit, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's questionable what his job title is. Okay, here. You go this way.
Remember, you have ups.
We have ups. Oh, right, we have ups. We can climb. We can jump. We can jump with our piss hands.
You can use your hands because there's yellow on those
We can
crates.
use those piss hands.
You can use the piss hands.
Piss.
Can't go on the roof. There's no piss on the roof. You can't go on it. You have to go the way of the yellow.
There's a lot
Someone's
of
having a bad time.
commotion all of a sudden. I think we have to go over the thing. What's the answer? What? There's a lot of... Oh, Jesus Christ! There's a lot of noise!
You know, I don't know why we didn't think it would be more men.
I was like, wow, there's a lot of noise going on. I wonder what that is.
It's just, like, they seemed like they were fucking arguing, so I just expected something else.
Yeah, it
But,
seemed like they were like having trouble getting in. So I was like, oh, they're outside.
Yeah.
I was like, those guys are not over here. Yes, they are. Where the fuck else would they be?
But honestly, like, that's something I should know that, like, the first thing that goons do is argue with each other constantly.
Hello, sir. I too have a shotgun. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shotgun off. Alright.
Oh, that's not the button I wanted. Wolf.
What the fuck is happening?
It's the dodge. The dodge has the power. Did I get him? Oh, I'm just gonna... You're in shotgun space now. Hammer space for you. Oh, Jesus. We're going under. We're going down here. got shotgunned. What are you doing, sir?
Oh, interesting. Albert said they only played to the first story choice of the game, but apparently it implied that if you kill Amy, Charlie takes her place.
Who?
Which is interesting.
Okay, where are you?
Which I guess, you know, in a weird way that kind of makes sense.
If you kill
because
Amy, Charlie takes her place.
it kind of makes sense because Charlie was the guy that was desperately trying to get that. No, we can cover this up. We don't need to fucking go hardline military on this shit.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. If you kill Amy,
So I
then
guess,
Charlie is
yeah.
the one who goes on like the media tour. Okay.
Yeah. Because and it makes sense because essentially it would literally mean that the company ignores everything he has to say and literally goes, no, we're a paramilitary
Yeah.
group only now. As like I could get how he would be like, I don't like that.
Yeah, that
I
does.
don't like that.
That does make sense. Interesting.
It is very interesting.
Well, Charlie.
These are the time boys, yeah. Yes. Charlie is. Is Charlie time boy? Charlie is not a time boy. Charlie is kind of like just a dude that that works at the company.
Charlie's
Doesn't know
just
that
some
much.
fucko. Charlie seems like he is desperately bidding to have more power than he does.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think that's his,
Yeah.
that's his angle.
I did some
Is
digging.
he's hoping
This
that if
Chronon
he does
operation is
like the
harvesting
big
some kind
suck
of
ups to the big
fuel. It
bosses,
seems to power a
then
device
Yeah.
called
he
the
will.
He's gonna get more
CFR.
clearance.
Ever
Yeah.
CFR.
And we also know that he has
No, what is it?
never worked with
I'm
the
not sure,
military
But it
branch,
looks
No,
like it's at
never.
the center of
ever before
everything
today.
Monarch's doing.
which is very funny.
Everything they stole from the university.
And
this
I think there's
operation.
also an email
Everything
earlier
is
with
linked to
him
the
complaining
CFR
that his
somehow.
clearance is so low.
What the hell is Paul up
Yeah.
to?
Ish.
Which makes sense because he suddenly has to deal with fucking people with guns, right?
Yeah.
So,
Charlie is he's just a fun character,
Let's do this.
and
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what his arc in this game is going to be.
yeah. He seemed pretty central in the show as well.
Oh yeah, he's like a main character in the show. He's like one of the like characters that you follow in the show, because in the show you follow pretty much everyone except Jack.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello. I'm just
The time fracture does have like a similar visual effect to Polaris.
has made vast technological
Yeah.
advances in the area of Meyer George.
Ah! Where? Where who is?
On July 4th,
I don't know what you're talking about.
began to occur in
I'm not even here. He's got it. No.
This was
Backing up, boys. Backing up. Backing up, backing up, backing up. Does that explode or not?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it does.
It is glowing, which makes me feel like it
Yeah.
explodes, but I
It
shot
also
it.
says
and it didn't
Chronon
explode.
on it, so I wonder if it explodes if you time power at it.
Maybe. That could be the case.
That would be, if that's the case, that would literally be the first time that I see in a game where you have an explosive barrel that only explodes with certain things.
Oh yeah. That is interesting. Hi. How you doing? It is just talking. She's talking.
Doing her job. She's communicating to the
Someone behind you.
populace.
Zero perimeter itself is never to be entered under any conditions. We
Get
refer
down.
to this area
Get
as the
shotgun.
red zone.
Hello,
We're
sir.
entered ground zero.
Is she you?
We know that
It's that's okay. So like Ground Zero is right here, and that is not the museum at all. Now I'm starting to wonder: is this Ground Zero for something that has happened already, or is this Ground Zero because something will happen?
For something, yeah. That's a good question considering the game. Alright, there's still a guy somewhere.
For more information, please refer to your
I think.
employee manual. Thank you for your time.
Oh! Yeah, there it is. How are you? He's over there somewhere. I think you're alone, man. Oh, I see you. Oh, God. I gotta get up to that guy. Ah. Go here. Don't mind me. Where are you? Did he move? Nope, he's just still over there hammering himself. Look! 2 of them!
Catch this!
I will not catch that! Why would you ask me to do such a thing?
No.
Why would you be so mean to poor Tim Breaker?
Gotta move. Reloading!
Oh, god damn it. I thought I could get up there, but it's fenced off.
God, my brain got confused between like Tim Breaker and Joyce, and it like self-corrected itself in the most wrong way by saying, "Why would you do this to Tim Joy Man?"
Why would you do that?
Not this!
Please die. I would appreciate it if you died.
They have a lot of grenades.
You've got a lot of. There's like more guys. There was a third. Is there a third guy, or did the second guy just not die? There we go.
Gotta move.
There you go.
There we go.
Gotta find a way out of here.
Now I can go back up to that room that had stuff in it. Okay.
Yeah, those very much did not
No clear exit down
explode.
here. May have to head upward.
It's time to do science at it.
There's gotta be something I can use to get up there.
Maybe. Hold on.
What if the bubble that you can shoot, like
Yeah.
at it?
Hold on. I'm gonna run around and let the. We're doing science right now. Do a bit of
Yeah,
science.
yeah.
Let me grab some stuff. Advanced SMG. Maybe this is the time for advanced SMG. Oh, it's time for this all. Alright. Down over.
I think that was the assault rifle you had just dropped.
It's fine!
Yeah, no, it's not
Nothing.
reacting.
What do you do? Whatever. Figure it out. Where's my assault rifle? Give me this. This is mine. No, picked up advantage. Fuck. Where's my assault rifle? No, fuck. Picked up assault rifle. It has no bullets in it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna hold on to this just in case we find another assault rifle. You know, the assault rifle has no bullets in it, so if we find another one, I'll just abandon the advanced SMG. Okay. Alright, right, we were going back up into the room. What's this? What's that? Pistol. Pistols have infinite ammo, so that's...
The fracture is
Sophia
escalating more
Emerald.
rapidly than Mr. Serene had anticipated.
Monarch's resident Chronon scientist.
Chronon levels will lower to a point that
She
renders
must know a lot of
Ground
the
Zero
same stuff Will did.
obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello, I'm Dr. Sophia Amaral. Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as Chronon particles. On July 4th, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area we now refer to as Ground Zero, located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. This resulted in extremely dense emissions of Chronon particles, creating the perfect conditions for extraction, which led to the Chronon harvesting operation you see today. All of Monarch's Chronon technology relies on these particles. Most
Wait,
notably,
they're
the
literally
Chronon Field
mining
Regulator,
Chronon?
or CFR,
I guess so.
which is the
Basically.
only device that can ensure stabilization and regulation of
Mining
mass quantities
crypto
of these
from the air.
particles. When the time is right, the entire supply of Chronon containers will be transported from this location to the Monarch headquarters, where the CFR is located. Only authorized personnel are to handle the containers directly. Unique temporal anomalies become more frequent with closer proximity to the ground zero perimeter when entering the yellow zone. This yellow zone emits dense chronon pockets ripe for harvesting. The ground zero perimeter itself is never to be entered under any conditions. We refer to this area as the red zone, where time no longer flows in a consistent manner and shifts without warning.
So are we in
Many
the
who
red
have
zone?
entered ground zero have never returned.
I think you
We
might
know
be
that the
in
fracture
the
will
yellow
occur on
zone.
October 8th,
Yeah.
Because
2016.
It
you
sounds
have
like-
the
We
chronon
hypothesize that
like
from this point forward,
barrels, which is their
chronon levels in
harvesting
ground
of
zero
it.
Yeah.
will slowly deplete
Sounds like the red zone
until
is, like,
time anomalies
hyper-fucked.
cease to occur. For
Yeah.
this reason, all harvesting necessary for sustained use of the CFR must be complete before the fracture runs its course. For more information, please refer to your employee manual. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Sophia.
Thanks, Sophia.
Let's do one more sentence. Hey, Chronon Bureau. How are you feeling? There's nothing. Chronon Bureau!
Yeah.
What's up?
Guess maybe it's not something we have yet.
Yeah, I
maybe.
get the feeling it's something that maybe this is like a special. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll get like an item manipulation kind of deal. I don't know.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I'm looking at the Chronon barrels. Looking at the barrels full of hazardous waste. Hey. Oh, we got emails from Sophia. Sending a quick email to make sure that all divisions of the Chronon R&D department are on schedule. As you know, Monarch will be moving to Phase 3 on October 9th upon completion of the university operation. High-level milestone deliverable for Phase 2 are as followed. Ground Zero harvesting operation. By the end of Phase 2, we expect to have officially harvested enough chronon particles from the Ground Zero operation to fuel necessary chronon tech indefinitely. Access to the red zone should be completely prohibited from this point forward. All harvesting equipment will be dismantled and returned to Monarch during Phase 3. CFR research. All research regarding the CFR must be complete, and the CFR be returned to Monarch Tower. Lifeboat. Prototype testing phase of the lifeboat should be... I still don't understand what they are hoping to achieve with the lifeboat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if time is ending, where do you think you're going to go?
I don't know.
Further testing will commence once the CFR is returned to Monarch Tower. Chronon Tech. Alpha build tech must be complete for all armor and weaponry. Beta tech will commence during Phase 3. Dampener must have reached approved proof of concept deliverables. Please read the milestone booklet to make sure all departmental deliveries are achieved. Thanks, Sophia. Time 2,
Thanks,
obviously.
Sophia.
Yeah. We're going to time
Burning Hand
2.
says that you have to be in combat and use the bullet stack on them to make them explode. That better be a pretty big explosion, because that's a lot of steps.
You are asking a lot of me. Anything else?
Like, I wonder if the lifeboat is where we get into parallel worlds.
That's what I'm
with this.
thinking. Like, they might just be like, we're just gonna dip.
This timeline's fucked. We're gonna go to a new and better timeline with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah. We're just gonna dip the fuck out. Okay, so this is Godzilla. This is right. Okay. This way. Wait.
There's something that I need to steal for world building is like weird magic particles that do things.
Yeah, that just like behave.
Yeah.
It's just like on some shit.
Yeah.
There's a way up. Keep forgetting that this little like sensor thing that I have tells me where stuff is.
Paul playing poker with his Dylan. Paul must be so annoying at poker because he already knows what you're gonna play.
There's something inside of there. How I get? How do I enter the box? SMG.
Huh.
Maybe. Oh, you know what? I bet there's like a weird.
Yeah.
There's this thing coming in. So it may be. Is it all
It
Oh.
might be. Oh,
There's something in there.
Oh yeah, it's a node that you can eat. Try
Oh, that's
looking
the-
up because I think that was one of these platforms you can shoot down. Other side.
Aha!
Yeah.
Hey. Not with my Zeus. Yeah. Listen to the screams of time. Oh god.
Not your average elevator.
Okay. Zonk. Good job, team.
I would be so fucking scared to do that, to like rewind time while I'm on the thing.
Yeah, while you're standing on it? Jesus Christ.
I would be like, okay, so what are the chances that I glitch through this thing and I lose both of my legs
Right.
instantly?
How do we know this is
I found documents
stable
here about
activity?
some kind of private gala Marnik is hosting tonight.
We don't.
Tonight.
But
After
I'm the
everything's
joy
happened.
man. I'm the
It has
chosen
something to do
one.
with their future plans. Serene's delivering a speech, and the guest list has everybody from monarch higher-ups to big-shot scientists to the mayor of Riverport, which raises the question, why now?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
That's what I was thinking, I think. First, is that I think I want to get up there for game reasons. But for collectible reasons, I want to go down. Fuck. Jack breaks his knees.
Jack falls, breaks his knees. It's fine, I'll just rewind myself to help
Yeah.
rewinds, but like
It's
because of the
fine.
timing, it rewinds him just before he jumps, and so he just breaks his knees again.
When the save is in the worst possible spot. Increased threat detections. Enemies remain revealed for longer.
Are they gonna
Oh,
put all
there
the
it
rich
is.
people in on the time arc? It's like weird because like it's definitely there's a select few that go in the lifeboat, but it doesn't seem to be just rich people. It seems to be whoever Paul has decided is important.
Yeah, it's just like whoever Paul deems. Oh, what? I'm gonna be able to dodge infinite times for. Okay, now we go there.
Too high.
Oh, maybe not too high. Oh, maybe this just like isn't. It's outside.
Everything seems to be outside now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have obtained all of the things that are inside of this movie.
Okay. Getting closer, I think. Now, which way's the dry dock?
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car. Laid out the contents in the trailer. You want me to go through them?
No, Serene wants to first look. Till then, hands off.
Okay.
Hands off. Do not look at his terrorist secrets.
Yeah.
It is very funny how they keep, like, a lot about the main character's secrets so far, right?
Yeah.
And you only get, like, snippets of, like, weird shit he's been up to.
Yeah, we don't know shit about Jack, except that he might just be a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, he's just been traveling.
He's just traveling. He gets into trouble a lot,
Being
apparently.
trained in heavy arms.
And heavy weaponry.
in Laos.
Yeah, no, you know, Jack, he really got into meditation, Buddhism, heavy weaponry.
Okay.
Trailer, generator, crapped itself. Hooked up the car. Use that until maintenance gets around to this. So the car is...
Hello,
Okay.
Riverport.
Looks like the trailer
This
has
is
power
Teresa
now.
Sedmak, filling in for Bobby Radford. Bobby's taking a little break for health reasons. I'm sure you'll all join me in wishing him a speedy recovery. Just take all the time you need, Bobby. We've got your back. Now, not to get too serious on you right out of the gate, but here's the latest on the awful tragedy down at Riverport University. The authorities are now looking for Jack Joyce, believed to be the mastermind behind the terrorist action at the university and personally responsible for several deaths. Details are still scarce, but it's believed Joyce's own brother, William Joyce, is among the dead. Little about Joyce is known yet, but given the actions of the activist group he was part of, it is now clear that allowing the anti-corporate protest to continue has backfired at a great human cost. Joyce's current whereabouts are unknown. Fortunately, security personnel from Monarch Solutions were on site and managed to intervene, saving countless lives. We'll keep you updated as this story develops. And now, some music.
And now some music. She was trained in light weaponry, heavy weaponry, and weapons. Get those knees up, Jack.
Paul's men had taken the briefcase from Will's car, dumped the contents on the table. The Will had said he needed something from his briefcase to stop the fracture. Wasn't much there, but his phone and a key to the Bradbury swimming pool. Not the most obvious clues.
Haha, someone
Jack, it's
investigated
Beth.
for us. Era
Monarch just
Winter
got
says
footage
that
of your
Jesse
lady
could jump
friend
in the
sniffing
game.
around some confidential Monarch files. Kind of a big no-no around here.
Amy, I gotta go back for her.
Don't. I'll pick her up. Where are you?
I'm on my way to Paul at the dry docks.
Serene's not the priority. I'm getting you out of there. I'll meet you at the dry docks. Channel 1 is the Monarch frequency. Use it to keep ahead of them. And Jack, don't do anything stupid.
Too late.
Yeah, I feel like you might be talking
Thanks
to
for
the
vote of
wrong guy.
confidence.
Because I fear that the man you are talking to might be a lunatic.
Like a little bit.
A little bit, a tiny bit. From Bruce.
My screenplay!
My screenplay! Okay. Oh my god.
That's a lot of text.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is it actually the whole screenplay?
It is
No
a
way.
screen. Look, I mean.
Holy shit.
Amy, you okay out there?
Slabo.
Shit.
Slabo explodes. But I'm Jack's stupid choice. Hey, Dr. Emerald. We haven't talked too much, but I'm one of Serene's guys from Reaper Squad. Working around all this time tech stuff, or chronon tech, you call it, I guess, got me real inspired, so I started writing a screenplay. There's a lot of science talking here, so I want a scientist to check. Okay. I was like, why are you sending this to her?
Well, he needs a scientist to check if his vocabulary is good.
And make sure it kind of makes sense. Would you mind taking a look? Thanks. Here is the first
And you
half.
just sent the entire fucking screenplay in the email.
I was like, why are you sending the screenplay to, like, the science officer?
First line, Bruce Savage stands in his office. He is sexually attractive.
Bruce!
Somebody knocks on Bruce's door and he opens it. It's a scientist lady. She looks like a librarian
Is
with
she
glasses.
sexually
But she's actually a
attractive?
scientist. She can tell because she has a lab coat. Oh no.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna be able
no.
to get over he is sexually attractive.
He is sexually attractive.
That's gonna like live in my brain forever. That's that's gonna take up like an important fraction of my brain cells. He is sexually attractive. Okay. Man, I can't believe Remedy does stuff like that. I think they should this whole screenplay will be the end. Okay. Okay. Lady scientist, help me.
Bruce, okay.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Lady scientist, take this knife because some bad apples are trying to steal it, and it is very important. Okay. Lady scientist, what is your name?
Bruce, let's shake hands.
Let's.
Bruce and Lady Scientist shake hands.
Lady scientist, wow, you almost broke my hand with that handshake. You are definitely a tough guy. She is impressed with Bruce's strength. She looks at her large biceps. She looks at his large biceps like they are delicious pieces of ham.
Oh my god.
But she doesn't want to eat them. What does that mean, Bruce? Alright, everyone buckle in.
Oh,
Lady
god.
scientist, here is the knife. The lady scientist hands Bruce the knife. It looks mostly like a knife, but it also like a time machine, because it is both the knife and the time machine, but Bruce doesn't know it yet. This is like worse than shitty 12-year-old fanfiction.
Yep.
Alright. Goons! Goons break through the window and shoot the lady scientist. She dies. Scientist lady, avenge me. Bruce, okay.
Okay.
Bruce kills the goons with his legs by doing lots of kicking at them. They are dead real quick. Bruce, looks like I got the leg up on you guys.
Oh no.
The audience probably laughs here, so Bruce waits to deliver his next line for around 5 seconds so everybody has calmed down. Bruce, what is so special about this knife? Bruce stabs the knife into his chair. The chair disappears. Bruce, the chair disappeared. Thanks, Bruce. He looks at the picture on his wall, which is a big photograph from 1932 with lots of people from 1932 in it. Bruce's chair is in the picture. Why? Where? Okay. Bruce, interesting. My chair traveled back in time to 1932 when I stabbed it. When I stab things, they travel through time. That explains why this knife looks like a knife, but also like a time machine. Because it is both. What does it mean
Holy
for a
shit.
knife to also look like a time machine? Is this better or worse than Rose's fanfic? This is worse. I think
This is. Oh.
Rose's screenplay, I think, has a better chance. Okay. Bruce's real goofy friend
like...
from across the hall runs into the room. He trips on something on the floor. His name is Slabo. And he isn't as fat as his name sounds. Well, we do know... Okay. Yes, Bryn?
I was just thinking... So, Rose's fanfic is better written but causes more psychic damage.
True! Because Rose
this causes
writes...
less psychic damage.
Rose
but
writes
so
real
much
person fanfiction.
Yep.
That is something to consider. That Rose writes fanfiction about people she actually... Well, she doesn't know Alan, but like real human people.
Yep.
Slabo. Aw, yeah. That is Slabo's catchphrase. He says it in a real funny way. Scientist lady. Bruce, you saved my life. Isn't she dead? Okay, scientist lady was only faking being dead.
Oh, I see.
Scientist lady, are you married? Bruce, only to my job. Scientist lady, I find that attractive, but also respectable. She kisses Bruce's cheek. Slabo, what about my cheek? Aw, man. Why is Slabo like a sitcom character?
Yeah.
That is Slabo's other catchphrase, which he says in a different way, in a different but equally funny way. Bruce waits a few seconds for the audience to stop laughing before speaking. Bruce, wait, those lips were man lips, not woman lips. Bruce pulls off the scientist lady's wig. She is actually Bruce's boss, Paul Marine. Paul Marine is a douche.
What the fuck?
Why is Paul pretending to be a lady scientist? Bruce. My boss, but why? Paul Marine. I wanted you to kill those guys because they wanted me dead. I knew you were real tough, so you could kill them easy, and I don't respect you as an employee, so I always make you do the shitty jobs, even though you've been working at my company more than most of the other guys, and you are real smart. Also, I don't like you because my girlfriend finds you sexually attractive. Bruce stands in a room. He is sexually attractive. Bruce, now I understand. Paul Marine, give me my time knife back. Paul Marine snaps his fingers, and the 73 goons surround Bruce. Are you gonna fit 73 men on a stage?
Oh, Jesus.
But does Slabo have ups? That's a great question. Maybe we'll find out in the first half of Bruce Livingstone's stage play. Paul Marine, you can't kill 73 goons, so just give up. Bruce, I don't have time for this. Bruce stabs himself with the time knife and disappears. Slabo, he time traveled using the time knife. Thank you, Slabo.
Yeah.
Bruce opens the door. Now he is twice as jacked.
Oh, God.
It's extra sexually attractive. Paul Marine, you're even more sexually attractive. How is this possible? Paul Marine's one weakness, sexually attractive men, question mark. Bruce, I stabbed myself and traveled to the past, then trained in all kinds of martial arts to become even stronger. I also strapped explosives onto everybody's boots in the past, so that when I press this detonator, you will all explode. Slabo. Aw, yeah!
Jesus Christ.
Bruce, I'm glad I have stocks in this company. Paul Marine. Why? Bruce. Because business is booming. Bruce presses the detonator. All 73 goons blow up like eggs in a microwave. Paul Marine doesn't explode. Okay. Paul Marine, luckily I used my metal detector this morning and found the explosive, so I switched boots with somebody else. Say, Slabo, whose boots are you wearing? Slabo. No! Slabo explodes. I'm glad we have the context for that now. Isn't everyone glad I'm reading this? Bruce, my best friend. Period. You'll pay for this. So, I have to say, I'm imagining that Bruce himself is imagining himself as Alex
Yes.
Casey.
Yeah.
Paul Marine, you don't want to stab me with that time knife. Bruce, why not? Paul Marine, because I'm actually you from the future. Bruce, that doesn't make sense. Uh-oh? Paul Marine, yes it does. Remember that the time knife is also a time machine. I am you from the future, but I stabbed myself with the time knife in order to come back here and do all of this. Bruce, but we don't look the same. Okay, Paul Marine. That is a good point, and I'm glad you brought it up. First, I time traveled 700 years into the future to a time where humans have created advanced technology that allows surgeries that completely change people's faces and bodies. You don't have to go that far. I had this surgery performed so that you wouldn't be able to recognize me, but I am actually you in disguise. I can prove it because I know many things about you. Bruce, like what? Paul Marine, you have a birthmark on your left ankle. Bruce, I do have a birthmark on my left ankle. I am starting to believe you now. Paul Marine, you should, because even though I have a new body, I kept that birthmark on my ankle so that when I met you, I could prove that I was actually you from the future. I will show you. Paul lifts up the left leg of his pants, but there is no birthmark. Instead, there is an ankle holster for a gun. Paul pulls out the gun and aims it at Bruce. Okay. You know what? Excellent setup. Paul Marine, I was lying the whole time. I'm not actually you. I was saying all of that so I could get my gun. Bruce, son of a bitch. Paul Marine. Also in the future, I melted the time knife and turned it into bullets. Those bullets are now in this gun, which means that I can shoot you, but also send you through time all at once. Finally, you will be out of my way so that I can marry my girlfriend, Sophie.
Oh no.
Later today,
no.
before you are able to tell her that I am a real shitty guy.
Oh no.
So fine? I think it's Sophie because I think it's Sophia. So many twists, and this is just the first half. Yeah, this is just the first half. Bruce, I didn't know you were getting married today. Paul Marine, I know. My girlfriend Sophie made an invitation for you because she admires you and thinks you're attractive, but I destroyed the invitation and then lied to her and said I gave it to you at work, but now I am here to give you a different invitation to your funeral. Paul Marine shoots at Bruce. Slabo jumps in front of Bruce. Slabo isn't actually dead. Well, he exploded.
Yeah.
He jumps in front of the bullet and is shot several times. Now he's actually dying. Slabo, avenge me, Bruce. Okay. Bruce attacks Paul Marine, but now Paul Marine has disappeared. Bruce, he's gone. Slabo is dying on the ground, covered in blood. His body is red like a hot dog covered in lots of ketchup. Slabo, you must stop the wedding. You are totally a better guy and clearly more attractive than Paul. You should be dating his girlfriend, Sophie. Slabo dies.
Oh, man.
He was faking being exploded. You are right, K-Avalon. Bruce just sits there next to Slabo for a while because many people will be crying at this point. He eventually gets up. Bruce, looks like I'm going to a wedding after all. He holds up the time knife. Bruce, somebody's gotta cut the cake. Cut the cake means he's going to kill Paul. The audience will understand because of the way the actor says it. It is a real intense moment. Bruce puts on his shades. End of Act 1.
Holy shit.
What's happening? Well, you see,
You see,
We read the first half of Bruce Livingston's screenplay about the time knife.
about the time knife and how
The
Bruce
time
is
knife.
definitely a better guy than Paul and should date Sophine instead of Paul.
Even though they're the
That
same
she should
guy?
marry him.
Question mark. And
Well, they're
also...
not because he lied about it. He just lied to get his gun.
He lied about it. He lied about it because he had a
Gotta
gun.
keep track.
That you're right. You're right. I got lost in the narrative. Also, we have to remember that Paul is sexually attractive.
Yeah, that's the most important part.
That's like
He
the
is
key
sexually
takeaway of the
attractive.
story is that Paul is sexually attractive. It's not Paul. Not Paul. Bruce is sexually attractive.
I'm scared that we haven't like. Like I was like, I wonder what she's gonna answer to this, and like there was no answer, and honestly, I kind of understand because what the fuck do you answer to this?
What do you think we're gonna find the second half of the stage play?
Oh
think that's in the
god,
cards?
I hope we do.
My second draft when we can second act. Oh yay! Okay, a real email. Martin
My
Hatch
god.
from Clarice Ogawa. The university operation gathered far more attention than we expected.
Hello, Carice. I was very inspired by the work we do together. Here's my screenplay.
Here's my screenplay.
God, hold on. Random fucking tangent. Like on Sundays I've been watching Doctor Who with some folks, and like, I was fucking like I got blindsided because in the finale of the season 4 of Doctor Who, who do I see right there playing a fucking villain? The actor for Warren and Gore.
Ah!
And I lost my shit. I was so
Hilarious.
surprised.
That's really funny.
It's so fucking funny. He's the same.
He's the same
literally
man.
the same guy.
Just the same man. That's hilarious. That's really funny, actually. Good for him.
Good for him.
How does this impact our agenda moving forward? I'm concerned that Paul Serene will be paying closer attention to our actions. Perhaps we should delay making our move until things calm down. Okay, so Hatch is 100% got some, like... I'm concerned that Paul Serene will be paying closer attention to our actions. So he is definitely making moves in the background that Paul has no fucking idea
Oh yeah,
about.
big time.
I can't believe Martin Hatch escaped into Alan Wake to be Mr. Door after reading that screenplay. I mean, he had to leave after that.
Yeah.
Door coming in with a steel chair. From Martin Hatch, nothing changes, we move forward. The university fallout was a setback, but we can use these complications to our advantage. Paul is focused on phase 3 of the plan. He is questioning if there are traitors within Monarch, but I am confident that he does not know where to look for them. I will make sure to shift the blame elsewhere. The gala is going ahead tonight. That is when we make our next move. You take care of the preparations. Make sure Dr. Kim's lab is ready for detonation. I will make sure that Paul is sufficiently distracted as to not question our involvement. Okay. So, the thing is, there are traitors in Monarch because Beth is acting against Monarch. And now, she's got Liam acting against Monarch. But I don't think Beth is working with these two.
No,
this
absolutely
feels like
not.
something completely different.
Yeah.
But my assessment was right that Hatch has has some kind of ulterior motive.
He's doing his own thing.
Yeah, he's doing something else, and he seems to be trying to manipulate Paul. But because he's supposed to be like a goon, he can't just be like, "Fuck you." He has to play his part.
It's like Paul is still the founder of the thing, and also is the guy with the time powers.
Yeah,
so that makes
he's
sense.
still in
stuck with him.
charge.
Yeah. Can't really get rid of him. We also know that Hatch and multiple other people in that sort of group have been taking Chronon regularly.
Yeah, because he's got eye drops. Those eye drops that he's taking have Chronon.
Yeah.
And we still don't super have an explanation for that.
Oh, first message from a new chat user. Hey Brain, thanks for inspiring me to start my own horror game in sentiment. You guys are so epic, love listening. Oh, thank you, thank you so much. I'm so glad you got ideas to that. Good luck. Good luck with that. Sentiment is surprisingly good to make very high lethality horror games, actually. So I wish you the best with that, and break your leg.
It's locked.
You're gonna kick
There's
ass.
gotta be another way to get through here.
I mean, obviously.
Right, so lock is a generous description of what's
Yeah.
happening to that door.
Yeah, you say locked, but like.
Oh.
Is. Pretty sure. I'm just gonna move that up.
Ooh.
See? Easy.
Close.
Guess I got the keys.
Yeah.
We just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Yeah, take a wild guess who that could have been.
Charlie, get off the line. Striker team, take
Charlie.
defensive positions around ground zero.
Roger.
Oh, it's a go.
It's so funny how, like, I don't know how else to call it, how pulpy the writing is in this one. With like Charlie and everything.
Yeah. Charlie's really fun.
It's such a different vibe. I
I
kind
like
of love
that,
it.
despite how wacky Charlie is, he still fits.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's still well written, for sure, for sure.
Joyce enters the room. He is sexually attracted.
I hope we didn't kill Bruce during the, the massacre we just did.
Man, Bruce. What if Bruce was one of half the guys?
Well.
I
as long
recognize
as we get to
hopefully
read
it's
the
the other
section,
I
half.
saw the old billboard on top.
Yeah, yeah.
The
that's
area
true,
we
that's
refer to as ground
true.
zero.
As we know,
It was
artists
clear that the
like
workshop was
genius
the center of the
artists
Monarch
only get
operation.
recognized after they're dead
I
anyway.
wanted
So
to
it's
see
probably
what
the
you
best
do.
thing that could
And
happen.
it seemed to
for
be
him.
the only way to the dry docks and Serene.
Got the word. Safeguard squad's checking out that explosion.
Open fire!
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Hello, sirs. I'm gonna put you in a time bubble. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna put you in a time bubble. There we go.
Oh, that's a way better SMG. Hot damn.
Yeah, it doesn't
Advanced
have,
indeed.
like, the fucking worst scatter shot in the fucking world. Die. Nerd.
Where the interviewer, the commander, and the one Door was scheming with are all the same person. Ooh, funky. That's cool. Either she has many jobs or it's like a family business. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's okay. I've got a shield. And also some shoes. Just here. Please die. I beg
Jesus
of you to
Christ.
die. Oh, man. Oh, okay, that's what's
The heavies are heavies indeed.
The heavies
Fucking
are
A.
heavy indeed. No, I should have one more schmoove. I didn't have one more schmoove. I thought I had one more schmoove. Okay.
Stay sharp! We're not alone!
No one expects Tim Joy Man.
No one expects the Joy Man.
Get around it!
was no heavies this time.
Oh no, they are the second wave.
Backup approaching.
Oh,
green zone.
okay.
Engaging target.
Cool.
Start here.
Damn, it's like the SMG doesn't do anything. Holy shit.
Die, please, sir.
Oh, are they literally the enemy that force you to use the bubble, like the bullets delay
Yeah,
bubble?
I think you like.
That's cool.
Get out of here, dude. Except that the bubble has a horrifically long cooldown. Move. Oh, that ended. Except not.
Engage target. How the hell?
Remember, kids, got a superhero problem in your area? Just call a guy with enough fucking body armor and a shotgun, and it'll work great.
Time to move.
Call your local slot.
He's right here.
Yeah, he's right here.
Black target. Striker 1, we're experiencing signs of an incoming stutter.
Safeguard. I want Joyce contained before that stutter.
I would like some guns.
Oh, they're right?
Oh, the stutter is here. Guns, guns. Anything, literally anything with bullets in it. That's not anything except the basic ass pistol, dog. Help me out. No, that gate's not open. Hey, man. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna go search for some guns. Oh, thank God.
Compromised. Gates there. Ah, screw it.
Where?
I'm coming through.
Hello. I see. Truck? Okay. Incoming stutter.
Ah.
Nice driving, guys.
Okay, take your...
Damn, not allowed to take their guns. That's fucked up. Hello, Blue Odyssey. What have you missed? You missed the best screenplay that has ever been written.
True.
By a genius. A visionary beyond his time. Other than that, Jack has been just, you know, continuing on his Joyman way.
Yeah. It's just Jack Joyman.
Killing people. Sam Lake? No. Sam Lake wishes he had an ounce of the talent of Bruce Livingstone. I guess you just go.
Oh,
Maybe we
like
can
his
turn
hands.
on.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Die.
They They did talk about like weird chronon
technology
equipment.
stutters.
Yeah.
Knew the fracture.
They foreshadowed
prepared
this.
for it. He never tried to stop.
That's fucked up. Hello? Okay. Ah, that's interesting. Did these guys
hello!
Oh, wow, okay.
Would you like to not do that, sir? I would like it if you did. I would like it
Everything
so
you could
much
do, I
if
could
you
do
didn't
better.
do that.
I could do everything better than you. You stuck him. Oh, they have a weird gun.
I do believe he might be stuck.
It's an even better SMG.
Oh,
God.
he's right there!
Oh shit! Oh,
He's
what
right
the
there!
hell? Mayday, mayday, melee not happening, melee not working, melee.
Will never told you what he did in that workshop at Ground Zero?
No, never. He hid that part of his life from me. Nothing prepared me for the weirdness that was waiting there. And even that was just a prelude to the bad stuff that would follow in that
I
same
guess they
place
stay
later.
stuck when they die.
Is it?
That's unfortunate.
There you go. Alright, well. Sorry, you guys.
Hey, so like, I'm seeing this, right? I'm seeing the chronon effects. And I'm like, so, they sure got Max Payne back.
Yeah. Oh god, they sure got Max Payne back. Oh, that's gonna be really funny.
I'm just like, you know what this makes me think?
I am excited to see what they do with Max Payne. With
Yeah.
everything they've done so far.
Kiavalon says, gotta say, it's a very interesting concept that, like, oh yeah, superpowers exist. We've been learning how they happen and have been able to replicate them with tech. Yeah, I like this too. I like it too. I like when the world doesn't stand by sitting when superpowers happen.
Yeah.
I like that. It feels like more real in a sense.
Absolutely no
Yeah.
entry.
Because, like, you'd think if, like,
sure that's
weird
more
stuff like this
guideline.
started happening, you would have, like, the world, everyone would immediately be like, we have to do science on that?
Yeah. The joke always was that Max Payne was a time wizard. No, but exactly though. Like literally, I'm seeing this. I'm like, this is the fucking bullet time. This is how they fucking justify that shit. Whoa!
Hell. What is this?
Okay.
Oh, that's you.
That is me.
I guess we entered the red zone.
Sick. Alright.
That was a cool effect, though.
Yeah.
That was a very cool effect.
I'd like to activate this hand.
What the hell? What is this?
Ah, I see.
That already happened.
The timer.
Oh, that's gonna get fucky. That's gonna get real fucky real fast.
The whole time the game is like, get to the dry docks. I'm like, I'm not sure I know where I know that the dry docks still exist.
What the fuck?
Okay, so we're back here now.
requested copper-clad niobium.
Well.
Oh, it's just going. Okay.
Just
Jesus.
going. I was like, all right, we're watching a sequence.
Oh, jeez.
There's no words to describe it. Will was gone, but he was all around me.
Oh, that's so
This
fucking...
entire secret life he'd never talked about.
Is that your
Everything
brother?
he tried to protect me
Yeah.
from. It surrounded me.
This is Brother Joyce.
A puzzle.
Yeah.
Trapped in broken time.
This is cool as hell. Holy shit.
We all thought he wasted his research grant, his career, obsessing over some failed experiment.
He tried to build it
That's
here
what he led us to believe.
first?
What
I
he
think
built
that's what he was talking about. There was a first experiment.
never failed.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
So if Paul, because it was, there was a first experiment.
Me and my grant
17
extended another year.
years ago?
Please, don't do this. Hello.
So this blew up first, and then it happened a second time.
Yeah.
Something over there was going. Hexes.
Huh.
I'm sure I will figure out what that is later.
Countermeasure. I hope to God this works.
Oh, this is all that shit that he was like, I already had stuff that I was
Yeah.
working on in case anything went terrible, because I was, for some reason, expecting everything to go terrible.
Oh.
Come with me. Guess who I expect? You're the only other one who's seen what I've seen.
That's Beth. Okay.
I knew something went horribly wrong there, but it was scrambled. It was impossible to crack.
Okay. Okay. So I see now, they're like, don't go into the red zone because nobody ever fucking comes back from the red zone. I feel like if you don't have magic time powers, you just come in here and get scrambled immediately.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Port Rex. Huh. Okay. Okay.
Alright. You ate it, I guess.
This is Joyce and the rest of them. I guess they're not really the time. Demons.
I've pissed for these piss hands.
It was overwhelming. Every unanswered question I had was compounded by what I'd seen at that workshop. The events at the university were part of something
Dinosaur time powers.
much bigger. Something that had started 17 years ago.
Okay, so that clears up something for me, because when Paul was talking about a thing happened 17 years ago, I thought it was him getting sent back in time happened, and then he got sent back 17 years, so he has been doing this for 17 years, but it's not like...
Yeah.
But 17 years isn't the... Okay, so this, I think, is denoting the outside of the red zone. So, yeah, leaving ground zero. So
leaving ground zero.
This is where the red zone ends, and we go back into the yellow zone. That's wild that you can just, like,
Jesus
step
Christ.
into the red zone.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That was fucked up. Holy shit.
Okay,
Very nice.
dry dock. Get to the dry dock. I'm almost there. Gotta get to Paul.
Up? See? I think it's Ah, yeah! More correspondence from Charlie. I love Charlie's correspondence. Trespasser alert. Amy Ferrero is in the goddamn security station unsupervised. When? 9:05 a.m. My understanding was that Amy Ferrero was supposed to be recording a series of false confessions for our PR campaign. Clearly that's not the case.
Oh, this was just sent.
Yeah, this is, like, new. How do you know she's unsupervised? Or how do I know she's unsupervised? Because A, she's in the goddamn security station, and B, she's digging through sensitive Monarch files and transferring them to a USB stick. No big deal, just, you know, all of Monarch's secrets. A radio alert is already in effect. Converge on her location immediately. Do not let that USB stick leave this operation. Oh, and remember Jack Joyce, the guy you were supposed to stop from turning our entire operation into a clusterfuck? Maybe get on that while we still have an operation left. Can you just act like this was your natural environment? You know, like a high school locker room, and he's the kid who can read a full sentence without moving his lips? Just fuck him up!
Holy shit.
I love Charlie. So now, this is a question. This right here was a narrative collectible. If we had killed Amy, would this be different? Or
I guess
here
it
at
would
all?
be changed, yeah.
So I wonder if altering the timeline changes the collectibles you get?
Maybe.
So I've been thinking about whether or not I'm gonna play through, like, if I'm just gonna play through this once and be done with it, or if I'm going to go through the alternatives. Because I wasn't sure how much choosing different paths actually mattered, or if the differences were minor. But I get the feeling the differences might actually be pretty significant. And I've had the feeling that this game is not nearly as long as, like, Control or Alan Wake 2. But this might be... If that's the case, this game might actually be deceptively big if altering times actually has a significant impact on the game's narrative.
Yeah.
I would be down to watch a second playthrough of the alternatives. Okay. Noted. I assume you have to choose different timelines for more of Paul's diary entries at the very least. Wait, does altering times change? Does altering times change? That's a good... We have to know. It changes the TV show, at least. I think you can kill some characters via your choices. Yeah, we know we can kill Amy.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So I've been debating on that, if I was just going to play through this once and be done with it, or, like, run back. But I think
feel like
running back is, like, fully the intention of the game.
Yeah. I think one, it's fully the intention of the game, and two, I think that's why the gameplay is so arcade, because it's literally just like go through, get down, people have fun, right? And like I think they did it on purpose because it's literally like you're gonna have to do this so much times.
Yeah. Also, it probably has a New Game Plus. I don't think it needs a New Game Plus because you can just go back and replay the chapters whenever you want and like change your choices as you wish, I think is part of a feature of the game. Okay. Keeping that in mind.
Emilio in chat, you will never escape Sam Lake's special point.
God, I won't though. And actually, you know
this
what?
This is the trap.
The ghost trick is that Quantum Break is actually sick.
Yeah, it's actually... Unfortunately, we've been remedied again.
Yeah, who'd have thought Remedy got us a fucking second? They keep doing it.
They keep fucking doing it.
I tried my hardest to... I sat here and I was like, maybe I don't have to play Quantum Break. And it turns out Quantum Break actually sick as hell. So...
Yeah.
You win again, Sam Link. You were right. You were right. I'm looking.
You're right. We did needed to look at the photos of your special bouncing baby boy.
We did have to look at the photos of your baby boy. It was actually very important.
Yep.
There's 2 guys in there.
If they fucking make Tim Breaker the parallel worlds guy and get back into the fucking timeline bullshit with Max Payne, I swear to God.
Oh, that would be really funny. I guess the thing, now that I'm playing this game, that I'm just like a little bit bummed out about, is that I don't know if Tim Breaker is quite as feral as Jack Joyce here. But I guess we don't actually know very much about Tim Breaker. Because, like, the more we learn about Jack, the more it's like, oh, he's just crazy, dude.
This is kind of insane, yeah.
Because they were like, William Joyce, his brother, probably has some kind of schizoaffective disorder and is known to be a little unhinged. And Jack is, like, the sane brother, is the way that it's, like, like told to you. Because, like... Or more so, like, Jack is just kind of used to his brother's issues, so he can deal with it. But then the more you know about Jack, the more I'm like, I don't know that Jack was considerably more stable than William was. I will not lie to you. I'm not convinced that these two men...
Who's
shooting? Yeah!
There was something wrong with Paul. Coronat syndrome. He'd had his powers much longer than me. What was the cause?
So what is Tim? He's an actor,
was it his time
from what we know. But okay, so again, we say that, but the only thing we saw of Tim Breaker was like the weird like DLC thing that was on par with the like, Rose.
Canonical, non-canonical stuff.
Yeah. So who fucking knows?
We actually don't know anything about the real Tim Breaker.
Yep.
Because the only time we actually encounter him as like a guy who isn't the canonical isn't like because like the Night Springs episodes are like meta commentary on the rest of Remedy. It's not necessarily canonical, but it's like meta commentary. It's telling you stuff, but you don't really know what the fuck you're looking at. But even ignoring the Night Springs DLC, there's no way that Tim Breaker is just like as prominent. He's like super in the background and doesn't do anything, but also like incredibly noteworthy. There's no way he's not coming back. And also the fact that Jack Joyce seems to be Sam Lake's super specialist little boy. I guess we're gonna fucking see. And then on top of that, Waylon Dorr is like directly attached to Tim Breaker.
He is, yeah.
Because Tim, when you talk to him, is even like, I've encountered this guy before. Like, I know him, but I don't know why I know him. So it's not... the fact that Tim was the one who got yoinked into the Shadowverse, I don't think was an accident. Because Waylon Dorr seems to be very specific about the people he chooses to menace. So, considering there's time stuff going on, does Will even have schizophrenia stuff, or is he more time stuff? William, I believe, it is confirmed that, like, we read notes somewhere, because William was prone to, some kind of mental health disturbance.
Yeah.
Way before the time stuff happened. Like, the way they talk about it is whatever situation Will has been going on, like, Jack and Will's entire life. And I believe it is noted in one of the emails somewhere that he has some kind of... It is believed that he has some kind of schizoaffective disorder.
Yeah.
It's unclear what it is, but it is somewhere in the, like, schizo family of things.
Dor decided to fuck with all versions of Jack Joy specifically in the DLC.
In the DLC,
that's the main problem, right?
But he
because
also
the thing is, like,
does seem to fuck with Tim Breaker specifically, also.
Yeah, it's like the DLC. The thing is, like, we have to keep in mind that the DLC had to be written in a way that it wraps itself up.
Yeah.
Like a short story, right? So we don't know what form it's gonna take in the future. We just know that he's very clearly not abandoning the idea.
The DLC is also, like, canonical, non-canonical meta commentary.
Yeah.
Like, the Rose one is, like, obviously absurd, but also following in its own way the story of Alan Wake versus Scratch.
Yeah.
The one with Jessie kind of mimics her entering, like, becoming the director, sort of.
Yeah.
We don't know what the Max Payne one was going to be or what the Alex Casey one was going to be. Because that one just turned into a memorial for the guy. You drink the coffee. Yeah, you gotta become beans. I gotta say, if aliens ever invaded using coffee, I'm gone. Like, there's not a fucking chance in hell. And the thing about the Tim Breaker one, the Quantum Break one, is that it seems to be... It is doing one of two things. The Quantum Break Night Springs episode is either Remedy directly acknowledging Quantum Break, even though it doesn't exist in the universe anymore, and just being like, this is our thing, like just acknowledging that exists, or it is Remedy telling us that this shit is going to it feels like while the Rose one is talking about Alan Wake 2, the Jessie one is talking about Control.
Yeah.
It feels like the Quantum Break one might be talking about... It might be, like, foreshadowing in a way, where they're like, this is stuff... You're gonna be playing something in the future, and then you're gonna be pissed at us because you're gonna remember this shitty fucking thing that we made you play. Essentially.
That feels correct, yeah.
Alan Wake. Sudden Stop. Sudden Stop, the final Alex Casey novel by Alan Wake. This copy is signed by the author and dedicated to Emily Burke. Oh, his wife! His wife reads... Oh. His wife is a Stephen King fan.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The Sudden Stop, where he kills Alex Casey, and Alex Casey still isn't free.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, from Sophia to Fiona Miller. From Fiona Miller. Dear Emerald, would it be possible for me to gain access to Dr. Kim's lab in order to search for any files that might assist in our research? I'm concerned about the slow progress in developing a permanent cure for Paul Serene's Cronin syndrome. The treatments are only a temporary solution. I know that Dr. Kim was close to discovering a cure at the time of his death. I know that you used this lab to administer Paul Serene's treatments, but if I could borrow your key card during the gala tonight, perhaps I could investigate this further while everybody's occupied with other matters. I feel like she's working with Hatch.
Yeah.
She's having to hear about Alex Casey causes department. Alex Casey. Having to hear about Alex Casey because his department has a bunch of Alan Wake fans that like to bug him about it. Yeah, that's basically what's happening to him. Every time he goes outside and he's like, "My name is Alex Casey and I'm a police detective," they're like, "Oh, like the guy in the books?" And he's like, "No, I'm a real man." And then the FBC said, "Are you sure? FBC, are you a real man?" Like shining a flashlight in his eyes.
Are you real? Open up.
Yeah, the FBC, open up. Do you exist? Fiona, I share your concern. Paul's treatments are becoming increasingly ineffective, and I hypothesize that the onset of the fracture will increase the Cronin syndrome's rate of progression exponentially. I've been trying to take a more calculated approach at finding a permanent cure for Paul's sickness, but Martin Hatch has shifted all the necessary resources into our tech division instead. I'm beginning to question his behavior. So I don't think it's that Hatch is actively trying to kill Paul. I think Hatch just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Whether or not Paul receives his treatments. But Hatch does also have emails where he's like, "You haven't gone to get your treatments," but I think it's mostly because he wants Serene to go away. So he's like, "Please go to the island and leave me alone for a second so I can be nefarious." Every attempt I have made to discover a cure has been met with Martin's red tape. Just between us, I do start to wonder if Martin even wants Paul to be cured. I don't think he cares. I've looked into Martin's past. He began work for Monarch in 2001, but I couldn't find any record about his past, or any aspect of his life before then. Oh, is he like an entity already, or like...
Maybe.
It's almost as if he stopped, as if he just appeared out of nowhere. Okay, so I thought that in Alan Wake 2, Waylon Dorr was essentially playing the part of Paul Serene, because the actor... but it sounds like Martin Hatch and Waylon Dorr literally might just be the same guy, actors aside.
Might just be the SB, yeah.
It's almost as if he just appeared out of nowhere. He was the only one present during the accident that claimed Dr. Kim's life. Oh, I thought did something say that Dr. Kim died of natural causes? Like he just died? Or did we never learn how he died?
I don't think we'd ever learned how they died.
I just assumed, I had assumed that Dr. Kim just died. And it wasn't like a thing. He just was like, I'm old, and died. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I do wonder what his agenda truly is. Regarding your question, unfortunately, there is nothing of value in Dr. Kim's lab aside from Paul Serene's treatment and confidential files that would be of no use to your research. We'll have to find another way to develop it here. Okay. In 2001, do we know what year Kim died? If he died 17 years ago?
I don't remember. Albert is saying something funky of like something like a time anomaly sending him 20 years in the future would still be a natural death.
I guess, yeah. I guess that is technically true.
Fucking do a fucking weeping angels where they just teleport you the number of years that will take you to die in the present day in the past.
Yeah.
And they let you live to death.
To Fiona from Beth. Okay. So we've got Fiona again. This is from Beth. Okay, yes. Okay, I was still what? They're saying that William and Jack Joyce have both been detained. Okay, so this is earlier today? Yeah, obviously. Did he reveal the location of the countermeasure? You said you could get Jack out of there. What happened? Okay, so Fiona is working with Beth, not Hatch. Well, weird guess we don't know for sure if Beth is working with Hatch or not, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like Hatch is doing his
It seems
own
like a different faction, yeah.
So Hatch is working... Clarice is working with Hatch. Fiona is working with Beth. And Liam is now also working with Beth by accident.
Yeah.
Also, everybody remember that right now, as we're reading this email, Liam is out there, like, Terminatoring his way through... like an army of guys. Did you reveal the location of the countermeasure? You said you could get Jack out of there. What happened? Interesting developments over here. With the team focused on the university op, I managed to dig through an old email correspondence between Paul Serene and Dr. Kim. The content of the message is very cryptic, but before he died, Kim was running some kind of test from his lab, and William's research and a device related to this were somehow connected to what he was doing. Did he know about the countermeasure? Okay, so William... And I also assume Dr. Kim were working on a countermeasure together that...
Maybe, yeah.
I guess no one else, that I guess Paul wasn't aware of?
Yeah.
Because I don't think the countermeasure doesn't sound like it's the lifeboat. And William was talking about the countermeasure before he got squished.
Yeah.
I think I need to get into Kim's lab and find out more. That place has been on restricted access since he died. Not a lot of choice, though. If Jack and William are in custody, then the lab may be our only lead left. I'm just not sure how to do it. I'm sure as hell not just gonna ask somebody to let me in there. And then, from Beth to Fiona... William Joyce is dead. Our only shot at stopping this thing is Jack. He can lead us to the countermeasure, I still believe that. Are you sure? Because I don't think Jack knows anything about anything. Serene...
Well, at least he survives the red zone, which is, might be a thing.
That is one thing. He can survive the red zone. Serene got to Jack first at the university. Too much heat for me to intervene. He's being moved to Ground Zero. I'm following the convoy there and will rescue him once his transport is past security checkpoints. Not gonna be easy, but it might be our only shot. Keep Charlie Wincott distracted so he's not looking over the security feeds. That, I feel like, is really hard to do. That man lives in the security feeds. My cover won't last much longer. You need to be my eyes on the inside. I agree you should check into Dr. Kim's lab and let me know what you find. I know gaining access will be difficult, but with the Galatonite, you might have a window. Might be able to steal Dr. Ameral's... She said her last name, and I would never be able to replicate what she said. I will contact you once I'm on the other side. What am I waiting for, Emily?
It is insane to me. I'm so curious about this fucking gala because I'm like, why are they so fucking like set on pursuing the gala thing when all of this is going on? Like, what is this?
Because that's where the lifeboat is gonna... That's where the lifeboat is.
I guess so, yeah.
Fiona was the girl who gave him hamburgers. So she can just be, like, super annoying and or, like, be like, hey, it's me, your best friend Fiona. Do you wanna... do you wanna not stare at the cameras all day? How about you do that? How about you not look at the cameras? But he's Charlie, and he's a guy.
That's fucking funny.
My blood is made of the cameras. I can't do anything else or I'll die.
You open an artery and fucking film reel comes out. Like, this is... I give it the feed. Oh, Era Winter says, got fired, then rehired after seducing Charlie. I see. What the fuck is that? The plane engine? Oh, that's a boat thing. fine, I guess. Happened in this scene. Yeah, I unfortunately still have the like sound bugs, so like sometimes it can get a bit hard to pay attention to. Well, not pay attention, but to like follow everything that's happening on my end. But yeah, I'm glad chat has my back.
Well, apparently it's just for some reason Discord is like you cannot hear the idle chatter.
I don't know what the fuck
Jack's
happens with
voice.
that. I'm glad the subtitles exist.
Yeah, it's very odd that's the case. That it's just like specifically Jack when he's talking about nothing. You can't hear him. I guess.
It's like weird. It's random. Like sometimes even during cutscenes I will not hear anyone, and
That's
sometimes I will.
Bizarre, and it seems like it is a Discord issue. And I just like that's so weird. I've never seen that before. I don't know what could possibly be going on with like the sound channels in this game. That Discord is like I can't hear half of it. I feel like the things that are over here. Oh well, one of them's right there.
Eat time. Hello, I am Tim Joyman. I will eat your hours, thank you.
All right.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. I'm like almost positive there's one up there. Like I'm so sure.
That's a good question from Kevin. Is there something we can shoot down, maybe?
I was looking, but God damn it. Is this here already?
I refuse to leave while Jack's still here. I need to contain him.
Paul, your condition is critical. The stress. If you don't receive your treatment,
Tiny.
you know what could happen. Come to the island right now. The treatment will be waiting for you. You'll be back in top condition by the time the gala starts.
I don't like it, but you're right. Always looking out for me. Ready to chop.
No. You're not getting away that easy.
The treatment feels like a very involved thing the more we hear about it.
Yeah. I feel like he doesn't want to do it because he's like those guys who's like, I will allow my body to disintegrate. Right?
There is that,
Stop
and also
doing
Jack
the
is like
thing
right
that-
here, I think, is happening. Which, like, in a weird way, he's right? Like, he left for like 10 minutes, and Jack is out murdering half of his fucking crew and like fucking shit up.
But Jack is also fucking insane, dude.
Yeah. So I guess I would also be reluctant to, like, if I was the only other guy with time powers, right?
Right,
I
and
would
my
also be
opposition
reluctant to, like,
Is Jack
leave.
trained in heavy weapons choice?
Yeah.
Like,
I'd be like, are you really telling me to leave the fucking Joyman out of my vision right now?
You want me to stop looking at this guy? You want me to just like let him walk around completely unfettered? That sounds like a terrible idea.
And she's like, but come on though.
She's like, you're literally dying, sir.
You're literally dying. It's like, I mean, I guess I'm dying.
I guess if you put it that way, you are correct. I am dying.
Rumble. Hate to admit it.
Hate to see a man admit that he's dying.
Yeah.
But also, Jack Joyce.
My cursed ass brain immediately going, New article. Study just in. Do men hate to admit that they're dying?
Yeah.
Turns out. Typical men behavior.
Our sample size. One man. By the name of all three.
What? The answer may surprise you. Read to the end to find out.
The answer will shock you.
Number 4 was unexpected. What? Number 4? That wasn't even like. This isn't even a top anything. Wait, what?
Yeah.
You only talked to one guy for like 5 minutes.
You have to understand that Will forced my hand.
What the hell happened to you?
There's no use fighting.
You killed him!
I'll explain.
You still just have this motherfucker's phone number, dude?
You'll meet me tonight at
Guess
the Monarch Gala.
Gala? Time's ending and you're having a fucking party.
Because when time ends, my plan...
We do this now. I'm not meeting you at...
Yes, you are. I've already seen it happen.
Jack is like, come here and let me
Seen what?
shoot you in the face.
Yeah.
What's this all for?
Goodbye, Jack.
No!
See, I told you, Serene is the fucking most annoying poker player ever. Because the teacher is like, yeah, we did this already. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. No, I'm not. Yeah, you're gonna.
You have to. Meanwhile, Jack is like, you need to materialize right in front of me so I can punch you right now.
Yeah.
Clarice to Mark. Right. You got it. You got it.
Oh, it's Ogawa. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot that Ogawa was Clarice.
Get here, I am killing more Monarch people. Yeah, I mean, that's a given. Boop, 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 boop. From Clarice. Sir, I've been thinking about Liam Burke. I know you've worked closely with him for a while now, and he's
Sorry,
been
immediately I imagined him going like, "Madam, your thoughts about men do not concern me."
Right. He's like, I don't care. I've been thinking about Liam.
And I already got enough of this with fucking Bruce Livingstone telling me about his fucking
I already have to deal with
screenplay about Sophia.
I already have to deal with Bruce telling me how sexually attractive his main character Bruce is. I know you've been working closely with him for a while and he's been useful, but there are assignments we can't use him for because of his insufficient security clearance. For instance, having to keep him in the dark about much of what will happen to the university, but the stutters we're expecting... About the stutters we're expecting, about where it'll lead, makes him a far less effective field operative, and I'd prefer and okay, let me readjust and stop. Makes him a far less effective field operative than I'd prefer, and causes quite a bit of logistical difficulty. Given that he's still going to be part of the operation, and frankly, it feels like wasted potential. Well, he fucking fights through an entire squad of your guys by himself without a gun. Like,
yep.
The fact that you guys are like, yeah, he doesn't need to know anything. He's like the scariest guy on your team.
Someone mentioned it in chat. Yeah, but like someone mentioned it in chat at some point, and I think they might have struck gold with it. It might be because like with the weird way security clearance is done, it might be that like Paul already knows who's gonna betray him.
That's true.
And basically is like, you don't get to have any secrets.
No, that's fair. That makes sense.
As like damage control, right?
Yeah. By the same token, I would love to include in our long-term plans. We could use a man like him in our corner. I could deploy him far more effectively. Let me know what you think. But it also seems like Hatch might be in charge of security. Okay.
Weird.
Clarice, I understand why you consider Mr. Burke an asset to our future plans. Unfortunately, while he is an exceptional individual, he is less suitable for the kind of duties you have in mind than may be immediately obvious. I'll explain. Yes, he's been trained as a striker, but Mr. Burke was disqualified for good reason. The men we have chosen to be strikers have strict physical requirements, a certain moral flexibility, and the kind of killer instinct you have to be born with, cultivated to a fine degree. A ferocious knack for survival. Mr. Burke certainly has those qualities. He wasn't disqualified for the striker program because he lacked them or because he couldn't wrap his head around the technical aspects of operating the technology. In fact, his performance was exceptional, so I fully agree with you that he's an impressive operative. But strikers, by their very nature, have to be made aware of Project Lifeboat and its purpose, at least on a general level, and that means they have to be able to accept its implications. Unfortunately, Mr. Burke has a deep attachment to his wife, and the fact is that even if we brought Mr. Burke in, that wouldn't guarantee a spot for her in the program. To be blunt, we don't need any more nurses, and we're already at capacity overall. We need Mr. Burke, but we don't need his wife. Mr. Burke would never accept that, particularly now that Mrs. Burke is pregnant. Therefore, it's vital that he doesn't understand the nature of the scope of the threat we face. As for having him play a role in other aspects of future development, I suspect that despite his seemingly amoral nature, Mr. Burke may have other qualms he's not consciously aware of. If he ever has to truly make a choice between conflicting loyalties, he may stand on principle and elect to act against his own best interests. That's not a chance I'm willing to take. Okay, so he's like, no, Burke isn't dead-ass evil enough for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's too gray moral, and we need people who are fully amoral, so that's not gonna work.
I will also go fetch myself water and stuff. I'll be right back.
Okay. From Clarice. Given the very recent events at the dry docks, I now see exactly what you mean. Yeah, the fact that you just, like, fucking went apeshit for no reason. Clearly you were right about Burke's loyalties being more fickle than they appeared. Of course, we have plenty of unanswered questions about how it came to this. To begin with, I don't see why Burke would be involved with Joyce. There's no way he did it out of some kind of altruistic urge. There has to be more to it. We know Burke didn't divert Joyce's transport, since whereabouts at that time were accounted for. So there has to be somebody else involved too. I'm looking into it. Okay, so I was correct. Beth is not working with these two. And Liam is working with Beth on accident, because he didn't really want to be there. But now he is. And Liam, despite being, like, the scariest man in this room, is also, like, just not evil enough, because he cares about something. Is going off. What's wrong, time vision? Is it outside? Yeah, it's out there. Yeah, it's out there. Ah, there it is, I see it. For me, for my time map. Watch. This. From Manuel Peretta. Liam Burke's psych evaluation. I think Joyce is more scary on account of his training. Joyce is a lunatic. And every single new piece of information we learn about him confirms that he's crazy. Hatch, he's a wife guy. I told you we can't have wife guys. True. First of all, I have to again register my objections. What you are having me do under the guise of psych evaluation is a blatant violation of Liam Burke's doctor-patient confidentiality. The only reason I'm doing this is because you leave me no other choice. I recognize that in the world to come, our current rules and legislations, even our standards of morality may no longer be applicable, but we aren't there yet. You and Mr. Serene are placing the long-term mental well-being of hundreds of individuals in my hands, and I'm telling you right now, if they don't trust not only me, but the system that put all of us in our particular positions, there's no way we can recover from it. Okay? On to Burke. It is my considered professional opinion that the man is a bit of a powder keg. For all his calm exterior, he's under tremendous pressure. I understand your reasoning for pulling him out of the Striker program, but what you have essentially done is instill in him a sense of encroaching doom. Jesus. He doesn't know the specifics, obviously. He didn't make it far enough in the program to be briefed on that, but he knows that we're preparing for a future threat that is somehow related to the flow of time being interrupted, and that there are dangers out of their control. Dangers we have specifically been training the Striker units for.
Oh god, Liam's psych evacuation, okay.
Yeah, so this started with Manuel Peretta, who appears to be the government-assigned therapist of everyone, or of the Striker teams at least, we start with him being like, first off, I don't like having to report to you about the mental well-being of the little people that you've put underneath me, because that's against my code of conduct. And then, so my favorite sentence here, for all his calm interior, he's under tremendous pressure. I understand your reasoning for pulling him out of the Striker program, but what you've essentially done is instill in him a sense of encroaching doom.
I see.
And so they put him in this program that is specifically being trained to fight against things that are going to interrupt the flow of time. Didn't tell him what was going on, but was just like, hey, you could be on this team and your entire job is to protect the world from being destroyed. And then we're like, okay, we're taking you out of the program and you don't get to know anymore. And he's like, wait, what? So he knows that the world is ending.
Fucking hilarious.
Know why. No wonder
Incredible.
He's freaking out, dude.
Yeah, that explains the concerned eyebrows.
Yeah, that explains the concerned eyebrows. There are men who are content to merely follow orders and let others worry about the consequences. Burke is not one of them. He is willing to commit acts of violence without asking why, but don't mistake that lack of qualms for blind obedience. Burke needs agency. He has a fundamental need to feel in control of his life, and you have put him in a position where that's no longer possible for him. He's good at seeing patterns and drawing accurate conclusions from the facts available to him, and he has deduced, quite correctly, that he was being trained for a specific scenario that Monarch believes will happen. He is also painfully aware of the fact that if and when that scenario arrives, he will not be part of the solution. He understands the nature of the Striker suits, that they are only useful in a zero-state situation, and he understands that in such a situation, a man without a striker suit is essentially dead. He doesn't know about the lifeboat protocol, obviously, but if he did, he'd then also know he's not part of it. Either way, the bottom line is that he's in a hopeless situation. He fears that the end of the world is coming, and he knows that if it does, the only way he could survive is with the technology Monarch has denied him access to. He doesn't understand the details or even the exact nature of that end of the world, but that just makes it worse. Fear and lack of understanding breed tremendous anxiety, Mr. Hatch. He may not show it, but believe me, Burke feels it. For himself and for his family. It may interest you to know that his wife is pregnant. You can understand how that adds to pressure. To be honest, given the parameters we're operating under, I don't know how to resolve this. In Burke, you have a tremendously efficient operative, but you've put him in an impossible position. I believe he will remain effective as long as he doesn't have a reason to believe the scenario he fears is imminent. But once he believes it has arrived, all bets are off. Well, yeah, now he's currently fucking up your entire operation. That is, unless you can give him hope of survival. But at this point, resentment and suspicion are starting to turn into paranoia, and frankly, I'm not sure that he would trust either of us anymore. And speaking of trust, I recommend you think about what I said in my opening paragraph, Martin. Our greatest challenge and greatest asset in the subjective years to come won't be technical, but all too human. Don't make the mistake of seeing people as just entries on a spreadsheet. I feel like they made that mistake. I feel like that happened. I feel like it's too late for them. Okay. So, I guess that explains why Burke needed, like, absolutely no provocation to be like, hey man, you have to do something now. And he was like he didn't know what was going on. Jesse was just like, you have to stop them. Please God, don't let them ruin whatever is going on right now. And he's like, I don't know what's going on right now, but also you're right.
But also you're right, and you're probably the only person that's on my side right now.
Yeah, no, Burke is losing his fucking mind. It's not paranoia if everyone is against you.
Yeah, it's not paranoia if you're right.
From Charlie to Ground Zero operation. All. Okay. What up, fools? So I looked up Amy Ferrero. When was this? Still today. She checks out pretty much how you'd expect. Good grades, no student loans, because daddy's got money. Popular, the classic, I'm better than...
Wasn't that the name? Isn't Ferrero also the last name of the psych?
No.
Of the shrink?
No.
Okay.
That was Parletta.
Okay, right. I'm fucking my brain. Never mind.
Classic, I'm better than you because I care so much package. Not studying anything even remotely useful in a world where you gotta work for a living. She's into this whole activist lifestyle, always protesting this or that, and generally just hugging every tree and saving every whale she sees. Yawn. On average, she signs 2 petitions a week and generally spends half her life sticking her nose in other people's shit. Credit where credit's due, she's pretty good at it. Also, she's got a lot of friends who are all into this stuff, and she seems to be really good at getting them coordinated. Kind of makes her perfect for our purposes, because if you can talk her into saying what we want, there's a lot of folks who are going to listen. No boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know which way she swings. Why doesn't she put that on the internet? Doesn't she know that's what it's for?
No matter.
Thanks, Charlie. But there's that family of hers. Looks like she's got real close ties, so if we need leverage, that's where you'll find it. You may want to make sure she stays on our side, though. Like I said, she's pretty popular with the rest of these people, and if they get the idea that she's been screwed over, they just might get pretty mad. You know how these neo-hippie, bleeding heart hipster types are? Always up in arms about something. Holy shit, I'm glad I'm not in school anymore, Charlie. Alright, thanks, Charlie. Guns. Tactical SMG. My beloved.
sir. Paul.
Jesus. We're at the docks. This is a shipyard. They're like building ships.
Oh, shit. Gotta move. Come on.
Alright, gotta move. What's that? This is something. Is it this? Okay, I'm just too close to it.
Focus, Jack. Focus.
Womp. Okay, and now we move our fucking ass, dude.
Stutters were getting bad. Be shifting back and forth without warning. At the time, I didn't think it could get much worse.
But we both know it did.
Oh, wait a minute. That dude's thing.
This place would have been funky to animate. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're just...
Are you literally controlling the stages of the crumbling?
I think so. Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Holy shit. That's... Jack's kind of growing out of control. Like, I'm gonna be honest, the rate at which Jack's powers are, you know, getting bigger and bigger is giving me big ticking time bomb vibes. This man's gonna explode.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know that Serene is getting worse.
Yeah.
But we also, if it is in fact the case that he got his powers from the explosion 17 years ago, and not from the explosion which we watched him in earlier today game time, then that means Jack got his powers from a different version of the machine.
Yeah.
Which, while it is the same, like, weird time shit,
okay, keep going.
might have something to do with it, because it was a more stable version of the machine.
Jesus Christ.
Seriously?
Uh-oh.
Right now? Right now, y'all wanna fight?
fighting in the midst of fucking cataclysmic goddamn.
Like, is this really what y'all want to do right now? Is this really how y'all are gonna spend your time? Sir! Get down here for a second. You're down. Oh, God. The guy is here. Shield up. Oh, everything's on cooldown. Everything is on cooldown. Okay, I'm over here now. I think all those guys are down, and it's just me and this photo now. Maybe we should use this. Okay, there's one more guy over there. Tacos are everywhere, dog. Oh, God! Oh, never mind. I thought there was one, like, right on top of me, and there was not. Shield. Okay, I have to use this. There are too many bodies floating around.
Love being stuck alone in my box of shit.
Oh,
The
God,
tasks
he's
and
right here.
stimulations is great for my brain. I pat you, Laura.
Shield. Oh, good. I have to stick. Die.
Nice. Should get out of the thing falling.
I expected she was frozen somewhere up there, outside of the ride on.
Oh, hold on. I saw a new gun. Oh, God. SMG. Take that forever. Sounds good. Investigate the guns on the floor.
This be the SMG game. Hot damn. So many of those.
I wonder if those guys are alive in there. Okay. Oh, hey. Infinite ammo.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, let's get out of the hills.
Funnily enough, I to this day have no idea what SMG stands for. I vaguely know what sort of guns it refers to, but I have no idea what it means. Hi, man.
You're just casually observing.
I've never been a great listener.
Yeah, that's honestly that's Jesse activity right there. Yep.
Yeah, he's just like casually looking upon chaos.
Then shoot me.
God, it is crazy what like different makeup and a different
That's for not listening to me right there.
You know what?
You want to stop time from breaking down? You need my
This is
Thanks,
trenchified
by the way, for
Jesse.
the plus one in the back seat.
Yep.
Starting to feel
Yep,
like a
yep,
goddamn
yep.
babysitter.
I think
Babysitter.
so.
Kidding me? I got good intel off that computer. Bitch.
Thanks, Amy.
Thanks,
Submachine guns.
My ride, my music. Deal with it.
Who
Face
the
streaming.
fuck are you people?
Yeah, no, like now that she's not pretending anymore, like yeah, this is big Jesse vibe.
Yeah.
This is just the same person.
We were talking about, like, I wonder what Jessie will be like after she's been the director for a while and she's in the same state that Trench was.
This.
It's this.
Yep, this. Yep.
She's Beth.
Yep. Oh, it literally just means submachine gun. Gotcha, gotcha.
What led you to the swimming hall?
Will said there was something important in his briefcase. All I found was a key with Bradbury Swimming Hall, the chain. Only lead we had. I guess this is it.
This building's been shut down for years.
Perfect place to hide something you don't want found.
I think it's time to
I'm
tell me
still
what you know.
baffled by how different she looks, even though it's like barely anything that changed.
I know your brother built the one thing that can stop the fracture. I know we're meant to find it, and I know Monarch doesn't want us to.
And yet you're wearing their
Enjoying
uniform.
breaking Tim Quantum, Nico? We are. It turns out Quantum Break actually slaps real hard.
Yeah?
Turns out Sam Lake was just right once again.
Cover to gather information.
Sam Lake was right.
We heard about this for a few hours.
I love his
was
son.
preparing for it for most of my life.
We do love his son.
You weren't aware that William
I
owned
love
the
his
place?
feral raccoon son.
There's a lot I didn't know about Will.
Yeah.
We need to find your brother's countermeasure. And fast.
I like to think
Things
that
will get worse as the fracture
the only reason
progresses.
Tim Breaker isn't a
Monarch
feral
will be turning
raccoon
the
man
report
is
over
because
looking for
he
you.
is just like happily living his life in a small town as a sheriff.
Yeah.
Because he's like the sheriff of Bright Falls. Which means
Jack,
that he's like the
that
sheriff
key
in
you
the
got from
small
Will's briefcase.
Americana town that only exists if you're inside of it.
Yeah.
But like,
That's
what
another
happens
solution other than,
when he has to go?
you know, unlocking the door?
But it's also the thing of like, if he is because he literally said he's from Bright Falls, right?
I think
Gotta
so.
find another way in.
Yeah. That means he's not real, right?
He's that could very well be the case that he's not.
So does that mean that Tim Breaker is the not real version of Jack Joyce, which is just out there?
Oh God.
Fucking imagine.
Oh my God. It could be the Alex Casey of Jack Joyce.
It could be the Alex Casey of Jack Joyce, of just like where it's the opposite of like here's the normal version of you.
Have you ever wanted to know what you would be like if you weren't a feral raccoon? Laura, damn, Sam Lake continues to be a hack of the highest quality. True.
We love him.
You okay?
I just checked the news reports, and Monarch is being heralded as a hero. No, I'm not okay. Because if I had just refused to make that confession,
Then you'd be dead. Somebody else would have done it.
Yeah, you'd be dead.
doesn't make it easier.
It would make it easier for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather like not being dead. Thank you.
Key doesn't fit.
Yeah, if the options are dead or not dead.
Death is the end of possibility. As long as I am not
Any
dead,
ideas how to get inside?
I can be a pain in the ass of
The
whoever
whole building's
did this.
falling apart. There's got to be an opening somewhere.
You can't be the most annoying motherfucker in the room if you die, says Charlie.
Says Charlie.
So, if you kill Amy, Charlie takes her place. Does that mean we're looking at a possible playthrough where we've kidnapped Charlie and he's just being the most annoying motherfucker in the room?
That sounds hilarious.
That
if that's
does
the
sound
case.
really funny, doesn't it?
I get halfway dead, his lichdom an option. Well, if you... Sorry, I was about to fucking shill Necromeritas because that's the whole fucking point of the show. I was just like, I can't do that. That's too cringe.
Do you
Yes,
want to
Amy?
launch skeletons with guns?
What is it?
There were others taken from the university. Friends of mine.
Launch Necroferitas, where the skeletons have guns.
Should be released by now. Monarch convinced them the same thing they convinced everybody else.
The art
That what
piece.
Monarch did at the university
What
was
about the art
necessary to protect them from...
That looked like Hadron.
From Jack.
And... Oh, there's AWE.
Guessing your little video on the news helped with that.
There's AWE right there.
No
Yeah.
offense.
Jesus. They have no idea what happened.
Jack sneezed.
Can you find a way in,
Yeah.
Jack?
No.
We shouldn't stay out here. You need help up there?
Yes.
No. I got this.
Be careful up there.
Oh, what's this?
This is weird.
What?
I could swear this is
Huh.
the same cab I was in when I came to the university.
It's a taxi. They all look the same, don't they?
You don't understand.
I'll check the
I paid
license
that
plate on my
man in
phone and
fist
see if
bumps.
anything comes up, but I mean, it's a long shot.
Oh god, they're already doing this fucking shit. We're just like, oh, it's the same taxi. Wow, I wonder what that means. It's kind of weird. This is, wow, it's just AW. Oh, that art. It does look like Hedron.
It does.
Which is also what William was building as a countermeasure.
Oh. I wonder if
I just looked
this
up the
game
license
had
plate of
remained
the cab parked over
canonical,
there.
if
It belongs to
William would
somebody
have
named
been
Nick
our
Marsters.
Dr. Dark.
Nick Marston?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Or Emily
Well, he
Pope.
does
One of
die.
the witnesses we picked up from the university.
I wonder if
Well,
William
okay,
Dr.
he does die, but also this
But also,
game
this
is
is
like...
the time game, yeah.
Yeah, this is the time game.
Do you think Monarch took it?
Hadron did have a lot more sides. Okay,
not
okay.
possible. I've been monitoring Monarch activities this whole time.
Just vaguely similar geometric shape.
Alright, that's it.
Do I have enough? Oh, I do.
It does look like those things from the DLC. Oh yeah, the big like things that
it
the
does
time
look
wand
exactly
does.
like
Yeah.
those things from the DLC.
Absolutely.
Allows Jack to dodge up to 3 times.
Oh my god, is that the thing? Is it literally the countermeasure is parallel worlds, alternate timelines, and escaping to them? Is it literally that?
Oh, maybe? Okay, what do we got? What's going on over here? Time burst now takes less. Oh my god. Give me this. Oh, it takes it 6. Wait, no, okay. Time burst, damage radius increase. I want that. I would like that, yes, please. Slow time.
Because if that's the case, that means that's literally the only way that people have found, including William, to escape the end of time
Yeah,
is to just
just
go to a
bail.
different timeline.
Just fucking bail.
Just bail, just leave.
Just get the fuck out. Oh,
And I
wow,
guess the
that
main
does
difference-
Look exactly like. Look at this
Yeah.
little distortion here. This does look
Yeah.
exactly like Polaris.
It really does. It really does.
Interesting.
Like, I'm always like, I was thinking, right, of like, is this because it's meaningful, or is this because this is the kind of effects that Remedy
Hey.
likes to do,
I think I
right?
found a
Could
way
be
in.
both. Could be
Could be
neither.
both.
I mean, they do like these kinds of like particle effects. And we also
Like-
this game both like is and isn't part of the larger Remedyverse.
Yeah, it's like weird.
So it's also like what in this game is a precursor on purpose, and what is just like its corpse had to be harvested for parts.
Yeah. AWE could spell alternative world escape.
No, it's the Alan Wake experience.
Alan Wake experience.
Didn't you go to college? Piss hands. Gotta get up there with our piss hands. Oh god.
Oh, the fuck was that?
It's scary. The stutter activate.
Oh, sorry.
These stutters aren't going away.
Were you expecting them to?
Yeah, Jack, what the fuck? What do you
It's
mean?
the end of time. It only gets worse, my man.
Okay, it's over there. I see it. I see it. But how I get?
Yeah.
How get?
How get? Feels like you have to do like a loop-de-loop, maybe get on the roof or
Yeah,
something.
probably. Because, like, this is open, but it's not like... his ups don't get to it. It's too
Yeah,
up. It's
it
too
doesn't
up for
have yellow
Jack's
on
ups.
it.
Yeah,
It does
can't-
not have piss on
It's
it.
not
His
enough
hands
piss.
cannot attach.
So I'm trying to see if I, like, look in here. Oh, you know, there's a hole there. So it might actually be that I...
Aero Winter says, to be fair, Alan Wake the Manture is an experience, an unpleasant experience, indeed.
True!
especially if you're a woman with any amount of competency.
Oh yeah, and he's gonna just like absolutely ruin your
He
fucking
will
life.
steal you and ruin your life.
Kidnapped. The true Alan Wake experience. It's like a theme park ride you did not ask to be on.
You understand? A lady in there, just like you said, I have to escape the story. I have to be as incompetent as physically possible. That's
Maybe
the
if I
only
just
way he
lay
gets me out
down.
of the fucking story.
Maybe if I just lay down and take a 42-hour nap, Alan Wake will
Yeah, I
leave
just
me
did that.
alone.
Will had used the building to hide away his personal items.
Oh, we're in Will's house.
What the hell
Oh,
are you doing here, brother?
hamster.
Time travel experiments with rats?
Oh, rat.
Schrodinger. First.
Chrononaut.
Schrodinger.
Oh.
Shut the
I
fuck up,
think I have
William.
bad news about the rat.
Okay, May 17th, 1998. This is William Joyce, and I'm about to conduct the
His hands
first
in the
animal test
pool.
of the machine prototype using my trusty pet mouse, Schrodinger, in order... Wait, he's gone. Where'd he go? Shit. Come on, Schrodinger. Come to Willie. Come on, come on, come on. You're okay. You're all right. You're all right. Okay, finally, we're sending Schrodinger into the machine clockwise through the corridor, which will send him 5 minutes into the future, meaning he will reemerge exactly 5 minutes after he enters the machine. It has now been 3 minutes. No sign of Schrodinger. This is a very good sign. 2 minutes to go. Okay, so yeah, turns out he just kind of sat inside the corridor for 5 minutes, took a shit on the tubing. This reveals a very clear flaw in my test. My mouse is an idiot.
Oh.
Okay, the machine is warming up again. Should be able to activate test number 2 in around about 5 minutes and 15 seconds. It's now clear the only quantifiable test will be travel to the past. The machine is now calibrated to send Schrodinger 5
Oh, can you
minutes
move the
into
camera a
past,
bit to the
which
right
means
so I
that
can
he
hear
will now
again?
be traveling
I don't know why it works
counterclockwise
that way,
through
but
the
it does.
corridor, and when he comes out the other,
Oh, is it?
holy
Is it
shit!
directional?
It worked.
I think so.
This is clear proof that it's what I'm now looking at is a future version of the same mouse that has successfully traveled 5 minutes into the past. Schrodinger, meet future you. Ow! That fucker bit me.
Damn. I like William. William's really funny.
William is nice.
William also
like
has
him.
like a big accent, and Jack just
Yeah.
like does not have it.
I guess Jack has traveled all
Yeah.
over the world. so-
Jack just hasn't been
Must
here.
have hauled a lot more to this place than just some old boxes.
Riverport discrete moving service. Discrete moving service. Okay. No questions asked, you pack, we move. Oh my god. This is like the we relocate you
Damn.
if you're a criminal, guys.
Yep.
Moving date March 1st to March 28th, 1999, from workshop of William Joyce. To
Do you
Bradbury
think they
Swamp.
moved him, saw all of his fucking equipment, and were like, wow, that guy must be a fucking serial killer.
Yeah, they didn't even move
He
him
does
to
some
a
fucked up
place.
shit in his basement.
It was, we moved this guy out of what looks like either an apartment or a house into an abandoned swimming pool building, and we're like, yep, okay.
Yep. No questions asked.
I mean, I guess, no questions asked. You pack, we move.
Yep.
Special instructions, extremely delicate boxes, content are confidential, packed boxes not to be inspected, pick up and drop off only. Shipped 17 truckloads over the course of 17 days.
Yep.
Total cost $12,713. That feels low for 17 truckloads. Well, I guess it's in 1999 money, so.
True. True.
You owned this place since 1999? Why didn't you tell me, Will?
You ask these questions, but it sounds like Will didn't tell any of y'all anything. None of this.
Yeah.
He never told you shit. To be the go into the past experiment and not see yourself on the way in. Woof. Will, I put all of your paperwork regarding the purchase of the Bradbury swimming pool into this folder. I knew you'd lose track of the documents otherwise. I've made sure that the purchase can't be traced back to the funds from your research grant. I don't know what you're up to, but it's not my business to ask, but we've known each other long enough for me to say this. I trust that you know what is best for you, but I can't pretend that I'm not concerned. Your career is showing so much promise, and your recent actions feel like a drastic turn in a direction that I can't begin to understand. I kept my promise, and I haven't told Jack or anyone else about this, but he's worried about you, even if he doesn't know how to show it. Jack hasn't heard from you in months. He needs your attorney and friend, Allison Cunningham.
Damn, for your attorney to become the only person that
Right?
can give you the friend real talk, that's a pretty bad situation.
Your fucking attorney is out here like, man, do you need medication? Are you okay?
Also, wow, like our initial impression of these three, right, Paul, Will, and Jack, being really fucking bad at communication to a ridiculous degree, was just right.
Just correct. These men will
These
literally...
men are not friends.
These men will literally go to Laos and gain heavy armament training before talking to their brother.
Yep.
No wonder you are always coming up with crazy shit.
I mean, let a man do a weed.
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell me you don't do weed? Are you gonna tell me you don't smoke pot?
I'll find
I
you
don't
when
believe
the
you.
is complete.
The other thing that gets me high is killing people.
And terrorism is the only drug I need, says Jack Joyce. I don't believe Jack for a second. If he's gonna sit there and look me directly in the eye and be like, I've never done weed in my life, I immediately call bullshit. He cannot possibly ever look me directly in the eye and say that. Although if he was like, I've never done weed, but I have done shrooms, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's probably real.
Teresa said Meg
That's where
here,
the
filling in
disagreement
for
is,
Bobby
actually.
Radford, about to brighten your day with some good news. The victims wounded during the terrorist attack on Riverport University are being treated in the Monarch Solutions Medical Center in downtown Riverport, and the hospital has released a statement saying they are all now stable and out of critical condition. I'm sure they are thankful for all your good thoughts and prayers. As for those who didn't survive the attack, we still don't have a final death toll, but we do know that most of the dead are security personnel from Monarch Solutions, whose quick actions saved countless civilian lives at the cost of their own. While Jack Joyce, the terrorist responsible for the carnage, is still at large, authorities are saying that he is believed to not have left Riverport, and thanks to a number of solid leads, his capture is imminent.
Like the jingle music coming in is to be like, we have to kill Jack Joyce.
God. So I think I figured it out, and it's literally what is directly in front of Jack, or right behind Jack, I can't hear.
Wild.
So it's anything that is like in those, I guess, like channels of the stereo sound, whatever, is what I can't hear. And I think that somehow fucks with the cutscenes as well.
That's really fucking weird. Hold on. Let me see. Disable copyright music. Low dynamic range mode. Enable if you have low quality sound system. Dynamic range. Volume difference between the quietest sound and the loudest sound. I'm gonna turn this on and see if that helps. Oh, we can test it right now because there's that fucking radio's going. Let's see something.
I definitely, it still gets quieter when you like gets directly at like looking at it.
So looking at it, it's whack. But if I'm right on top of it, can you hear it?
No, it's like it's like when it's in my left or right ear, it works, but it's like when it's in the middle, it does not for some reason.
Wow, that's really
Yeah.
weird. Okay. Well, anyway, I guess turn off the dynamic range. I don't see anything that affects like direction. Okay. I guess that's just the life. The life.
That is just the life.
Weird. What could they possibly have done?
I don't know.
That made
What have we got here?
Because like sometimes I can hear, but I'm realizing that what I hear is not the direct lines of the actor talking, but the echo sound that they put in the place.
Right, to like for like soundscaping.
Yeah. So that's why sometimes I hear him.
That's really weird. That's insane. Okay, what's
It's kind of cool in its own way, but
Any luck in there?
No.
Working on it.
I'm just going to.
Yeah, see, I heard him right there because
he's in an echoey pool.
Soundscape.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah.
You gonna unlock the door for us?
Nope.
Yeah, just hold on.
I see something. Oh, I just saw the lights. What's this? Oh!
July 4th, 2010.
The hell is
Beth
this?
Wilder, I'm addressing this video to you. You told me to stay away from my workshop, but I couldn't just leave it there. I went back to get it, and the entire place is a disaster zone.
Oh, is that Will?
Gone. Taken.
Yeah, I think so.
Shit. Safe, empty. I just need to know you have it, because if it falls into the wrong hands, its power is immeasurable. Our future, our entire lives depend on it. This can't all be for nothing. You know where to find me. Please, hurry.
The video made it clear that he'd been working with Beth in the past. Made me wonder what else she was hiding.
Okay. So Will was losing his fucking shit.
Let's try this again.
But I guess it's that kind of stuff of like if they were like psychoanalyzing him for like weird time distortion symptoms and fucking paranoia, that he was kind of just right. So
like it sounds like he had the paranoia. Like the paranoia was existed before all of this, but I cannot imagine this helped at all. I cannot imagine having the time nonsense occur was like incredibly helpful to any amount of schizoaffective disorder.
Yep.
All right, let's take a look around.
No.
Down here.
Nice work.
Thanks, Amy.
I already did. Now how about you tell me how you know Will?
I've never met your brother.
I find that hard to believe considering the video I just watched.
What are you talking about, Jack?
See for yourself. It's in the next room.
Oh yeah, we're going hard into the time shenanigans now.
Yep. Time for... What's up, Amy?
So
Don't
just
lick
squatting.
paint. What you doing? Put some paint in your mouth? Do you have to test it for purity? It's paint, Amy.
This note. It's directed at me.
July 4th, 2010. Beth Wilder, I'm addressing this video to you. You told me to stay away from my workshop, but I couldn't just leave it there. I went back to get it, and the entire place is a disaster zone. The countermeasure...
Beth, are you time traveler?
Taken. Shit.
What the...
Safe, empty. I just need to know you have it, because if it falls into the wrong hands, its power is immeasurable.
He's got like some insane prosthetics around his eyes. What is happening to you, bro?
This can't all be for nothing. You know where to find me. Please, hurry.
I do like the classic Remedy FMV TV.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What was he talking about?
He recorded that for me in 2010? What the fuck? He said the countermeasure's gone? It's not good. We need to figure this out.
This man has gone 25 years without sleep in 1 month. Yeah. Absolutely true. You still eating paint over here? You still
Help me
drinking
push this
paint?
out of the way.
Did you find something?
Paint. And it's still wet. I think someone was here recently, Jack.
You may want to stay here until we make sure it's safe.
No.
Yeah, I think you're
really?
right.
I need help moving this.
Shut up. God, is Jack the only person in this entire universe who can open a door?
Yes. Time powers.
Gents.
Jack, your brother addressed that video to me, but I've never met him before in my life.
Are you having this conversation while you're trying to break a door
it sounded
down?
like he thought you had his countermeasure.
I guess
I
so.
wish. But he said it was stolen on July 4th, 2010. Somebody took it. But I'm hoping this place will help us figure out who. I'll give you the honor of pressing the button.
It's because your hands don't work. I know, I understand.
You don't have piss hands like I do.
You don't have the special piss hands. Every time any character is like, alright, Jack, help me do this thing. Jack's like, give me a second. She just walks away. She's like, hey, do you want to push this button? And he's like, I'm going over here. Punch. Tastes like time.
What spot on the clock do you think tastes the best?
Noon is lunchtime.
Noon is lunchtime.
Is that?
Yeah, I think so. Second time machine.
William?
This changes everything.
How many of those have you made, dude?
At least 3?
If we can get this thing working, then we don't need that countermeasure.
4 if you
We can
count
change
the mouse.
everything. What if we stop the fracture from ever happening in the first place? We can go back to yesterday, undo everything in the past before it happens. Nobody dies. Paul doesn't go through the machine. Monarch never exists. I mean, the fracture never occurs.
Jack, wait. Let's think this through. That's not how it...
I can go into the machine like Paul did at the university. I helped them set it up. Then
How
we
did he
activate
do all
the
of this
core,
without
put the
anybody
quarter in
noticing?
place and set the date. I can do it, Beth.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's an abandoned
I'm not so
building,
sure we could do this without the countermeasure. But you're right.
I guess if he,
We'll need
you
the
know,
machine.
Right. Let's
maybe
start
he
with the
had all the time in the world to make it.
Explanation? Anybody?
No.
I
No.
saw some kind of visions of this machine in his workshop. You must have hit it here.
Feel free to fill me in. Anytime now.
No.
Okay,
Amy, you're not
core
part of this
controls.
conversation.
Where are they?
It's up, Jesse.
You said Will built a countermeasure.
I love how we refuse
What makes you
to
so
call
sure
her
this isn't it? The time machine.
Sorry, Beth. That's not your name.
He said the countermeasure was stolen. But the machine is still here.
The dark red. Albert says the dark red zone was implied to be an accident from Will. So if this all came from there. Oh. Right. Okay.
Hey, Amy.
Moved again.
What is this?
I don't think you'd believe me.
In the past 2 hours, I've learned that Monarch is a secret paramilitary.
It's a time machine.
Okay. I'll compartmentalize that with everything else that shouldn't make sense.
We should help Jack find the core controls.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's like, I can't think about that or I'll die. Okay. I'm gonna start on this side of the room because it's where everyone isn't standing.
The corridor. It's key activated. Will's key. It says the time machine core needs to be reset.
Great. What the hell's it look like?
A round thing in the middle. Think.
Anybody check out this map? It looks like he labeled where everything is.
Thanks, Amy. What's this?
These schematics are all in Will's writing. He did all of this.
I like that he drew a little man.
Built everything.
Monarch was made aware of its existence shortly after it was completed. In 1999.
1999.
They believe it was destroyed shortly after. I imagine Will wanted to keep it that way. Hey, Jack. You might want to check out this
So he built the first one.
None of these consoles even look like they're from the 21st century.
Exploded.
I sure as hell know how to make his life more complicated.
And then he moved the remains of it back over here and was potentially trying to rebuild it, but then also was building...
You might want to take a look at this.
Well, I imagine that he was also trying to, like, keep his own control of it, because he didn't really... He wasn't, like, particularly interested in letting more... like, just do whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
You'll never know.
No, nothing I can make sense of.
Shut up. Jack, we haven't even looked. Parents killed in Riverport car crash article. December 22nd, 1999. Parents killed in Bradbury car crash. Holiday cheers in short supply in Riverport community of Bradbury after a tragic car crash claimed the lives of a married couple, Anthony and Catherine Joyce. Okay. The accident...
That explains the want for a time machine.
Yeah. The accident took place within walking distance. Hold on, I'm thinking, what year is it currently in this game? 2016?
Something along those lines.
I think so. Trying to do math. He hasn't spoken to his brother for 6 years. So... what happened 6 years ago that he stopped talking to his brother? Or is it just because Jack decided to run off and be a terrorist?
Well, he also recorded that video for Beth 6 years ago.
Oh, that's
It was in
true.
2010.
So 6 years ago is when he started doing... Well, I think 6 years ago is when he started deteriorating.
Yeah, because like he couldn't have started making this 6 years ago because the time that it would take to build all of this is insane, right?
Yeah. No, he's definitely been doing this for a while because he's been doing this since 1999, and that was before everyone stopped talking. And Jack earlier said that everyone thought he was just like pouring all of his time and energy into like a failed experiment that he was just like obsessively working on, but it turns out he was doing this the whole time. And then in 2010, I guess it was the last time they really talked to each other, and Will appears to have been deteriorating during that time. Is this how Paul came to the past? You can only come out of a machine you went into. Will made a prototype that maybe even Will didn't know worked, and Paul then came out and maybe blew it up. Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, because Paul said... Will seems to think that Paul has something to do with the first experiment 17 years ago, which was the thing that blew up in the shipyard. But Will also seemed surprised to learn that it was Paul that was that had something to do with the first experiment. So whatever happened there, Will wasn't a part of it. Or there was something that happened that Will wasn't aware of.
So here's another problem with all
Kim
that
died.
is which version of Will are we talking about?
Yeah.
Because we have a Will that knew that Beth would be here 6 years later.
That's true, but also the Will that we had, also, like, the reason they were like, we have to take him off the project and he's going insane is because he started yelling about the red-haired time lady.
Yeah.
Will came into contact with Beth at some point, but our present-day Beth doesn't know anything about him.
Are we literally about to send Beth into the past or something?
That might be the case. Beth might be the one who goes back and is like, William, you have to do this thing, and that sends Will into spiraling insanity because he's already not well.
Yeah.
Red-haired time lady. Yeah, I mean, are you gonna tell me I'm wrong? Look at me in the eyes, Emilio, and tell me I'm wrong. Beth doesn't have red hair, yes, but Jesse does.
That is true. What does she get? Hold on. What does that mean?
It means that it's Jesse.
It means it's just
it means we're just like
refusing
to acknowledge that Beth exists. And it's just all Jesse all the way down. The accident took place within walking distance of the family's front door on Princeton Street in the early afternoon. Catherine Joyce, who was driving, lost control of the car after a collision with another vehicle and crashed into a utility pole. The other car left the scene of the accident. Were they murdered by time criminals? The Joyces are both well known in the Bradbury area as prominent members of the community. Last year... Alan, it's not a loop, it's a spiral. Will, it's not a spiral, it's a loop. Yeah. In Will's case, in the case of Quantum Loop, if it becomes a spiral, I think we're all fucked.
I think that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, I think the problems start to occur when a spiral happens. For Alan, the spiral is the natural course of things and is what needs to happen. For Tim Breaker here, if it starts to spiral, time is ending. The taxi driver, question mark. Potentially. That man takes fist bumps as currency. He's clearly not well. He can't be trusted. The Joyces were both well known in the Bradbury area as prominent members of the community. Last year they were recognized by the mayor for their charity efforts, particularly the Riverport Multiple Sclerosis Walk. They have organized every year since 1993. The couple left behind 2 children. The promising young physicist, Dr. William Joyce, and Jack Joyce, is still underage. A candlelit vigil will be held for Anthony and Catherine on Sunday to unite the grieving family, friends, and the community during this tragic time. Anything else back here? Oops. Time. This is time. Heal. The countermeasure. From William Joyce to Beth Wilder. October... So yesterday.
Oh, wow. 'Cause, like, I don't know, I don't know if you know this, but, like, the Bradbury area is, like,
So the last correspondence was yesterday. To Beth Wilder
Started in 2010.
It started in 2000. Oh god, so they started talking 6 years ago. So it really does sound like Jack lost contact with William when William started, like, actively deteriorating.
Yeah. Probably when William got a visit from a lady from the future.
When William met the red-haired time lady who sent him into spiraling doom zone. Maybe time simply runs out as time keeps being spiraled in. I mean, probably. Where are you? It's gone. The countermeasure is gone. What happened? Call me immediately. This was from William. And Beth says, where are you? Have you taken it? Wait, no. To Beth from William. To Beth from William.
It's
so this is
only
just,
him sending stuff.
William is just, like, wildly sending her shit. So this is... So this is the same day. It's not safe in the open. You don't understand the power of the device. I dialed the number you gave me in case of emergencies. You aren't answering. What is going on? Same day. 11 p.m. I'm freaking out, still trying to call you. Next day. 4 a.m. Fuck, call me, email me, something. A couple days later, I can't sleep. She's going insane. August 9th. The number you gave me is now disconnected. Where are you? November 4th. Hello? July 6th. So this is the next year. It's been a year. I still haven't heard anything. You know where to find me. Oh my god, they just, like... No wonder he lost
He went
his
fucking
shit.
insane, yeah.
Well, I mean, some lady comes in from, like, the future and is like, everything's going to fall apart unless you do something. And then they just, like, cease contact with him, and he's already, like, not mentally stable to begin with.
Yeah. Then she steals his countermeasure he made, and then disappears.
2012. I've given up hope that you're still listening. I'm not sure why I'm writing this, maybe to get some closure. You changed the course of my life when you entered it. I spent over a decade devoted to your cause. I sacrificed every relationship I had, pushed away everyone I love, all in the name of a lie. There is no threat coming. There never was. I had to force myself to believe this. It's the only way to move on. It's the only way to pick up the pieces and start over. This is goodbye. 2016. So now we're, like, we're coming up on current day. I've seen it. The cause of the fracture exists. It's here. Are you still out there? And then the most recent one, which he sent yesterday. Beth, the time has arrived. It's here. Everything you warned me about is about to come to fruition. Please give me a sign that you're still out there. Put my mind at ease. Tell me you have the countermeasure. I'm losing my mind over here. I spent years trying to convince myself that you were wrong all this time and that I built the countermeasure for nothing. I tried to move on, pick up the pieces, but now I have seen the proof. Paul Serene brought me in to advise on an experiment at the university. They've built it. They built another time machine. So he didn't build that one. Right, because Monarch built it. So he built 2 of them. And then Monarch built another one. Almost an exact replica of my own design, but with key flaws in the calculation. Just like you said, if they activate this machine, then the fracture will occur. How is this possible? How have they followed my design so closely? Somebody's been watching me all this time, haven't they? Somebody is orchestrating all of this. Hatch, maybe? I mean, Paul would be the answer, I think, but I think Hatch might also. Does Jack go back in time to steal the countermeasure? That might be the case. Because they need it now. So they're like, well, let's just go take the one from that we know is there, therefore causing the reason that they don't have the countermeasure. And, you know, the loop Ouroboros of the same terrible man.
Yeah.
A man has been watching my every... somebody is orchestrating all of it. I'm being followed. At first I thought it was paranoia, but it's true. A man has been watching my every move. I secretly took his photo, ran a search. His name is Liam Burke. He works for a security division of Monarch Solutions. I first noticed it weeks ago. This could have been going on for years. What does he want? What does he know? How is he connected to this? I need answers. I don't know who I can trust anymore. I don't know who else is involved, what they want, or why. I need to hear from you. I need to know that I'm not alone in all of this. If what you once told me is true, then the onset of the fracture may be inevitable, but I can't simply stand by and allow it to happen, not until I know the countermeasure is safe.
I kind of feel bad for William, I'm gonna be honest. Like, that shit's rough.
They really fucked him on this one.
Yep.
Maybe. Time machine room. Physicists on the rise. Okay. Physicists on the rise. June 4th, 1997. Okay, so this is 2 years before he started doing all the crazy shit. Dear Joyce and Dr. Joyce and Dr. Meyer became household names earlier this year when their paper on the proposed existence of a Cronin field became one of the most hotly debated theories in quantum physics. In the quantum physics community since the Higgs boson. William Joyce, born and raised in River Point, wasn't satisfied with simply being a part of the discussion and decided to actively search for proof. His proposed research project led him to obtaining the highly prestigious Harold Steinberg Fund with an estimated value of $150,000. Dr. William Joyce is officially the youngest recipient of the Harold Steinberg Research Grant to date. While the specifics of his research proposal remain confidential, it is likely that Joyce aims to demonstrate clearly the so-called Meyer-Joyce field, as well as potential applications for the manipulation of this field. The research timeline has been established with milestones that point to 1999 as the period when this research will be ready for public unveiling. We'll continue to follow William Joyce's story as part of our rising series. And then in 1999 appears to be when he started. 1999 is when things really started to kick off. Then 2010 is when he started to actually do things.
I can't activate the core till it's reset. Need to find a way to reset the core first.
Getting all the power.
I don't know. He did say that he was basically broke in spite of the budget that Monarch gave him, so that makes sense now. Now that I see this, I'm like, yep, that's where the money went.
The start to understand this game. This is the hazards of time.
Hey, it looks like I can reset the core from here.
Are you sure you know what you're doing there?
No clue.
Like, this also feels like
set up the
he,
machine at the university.
like all of
Then
the
cause
things
the
of like this
fracture.
leads to here, this is that. Like, this feels like it was done for
Will knew
you,
the
not for
calculations were
himself.
wrong.
Yeah.
Hoping that means he knew what he was doing here.
He sets
This
this
is what
up
Will
to make sure someone else.
We have to test it. The core.
Yeah.
That's what we set up first.
This could actually be the key to finding the countermeasure.
We'll see. It's still resetting. The core is reset. We need to activate it from the control booth.
The controls are up here, according to the monitor.
This is gonna work. It has to.
You guys aren't actually planning to use this machine, are you? So, I guess you're not at all concerned that one guy jerry-rigged this entire thing together? Because I think I literally see duct tape. Okay, no, this is a great idea. Yeah, no way that this is gonna backfire.
Don't worry. We'll get this working.
Core. Wait, Monarch said what they stole from the university was some kind of core. It's...
The core for a time machine. We're not the only ones who have one.
Christ. What are they planning to do with it?
Serene's plans are focused on the future, not the past. But to succeed, he needs absolute control. A time machine is control.
Well, there's a line between control and playing God, and this crosses it by a long shot. This is insane.
That's a lot to take in, isn't it?
Well, I stopped trying to make sense of all this around the time that you started teleporting.
Yeah. Still trying to figure that one out myself.
At some point, you reach a level of absurdity where you're like, I just take this and face that.
I think we're ready.
Yeah, I
Wait,
just
we're
don't know
actually
anything.
gonna run this thing? Really? Are you sure that it's... This isn't exactly an easy bake oven. Maybe we should start by finding the instruction manual?
You honestly think that's gonna help?
Probably not, which is all the more reason to avoid this. I mean, have you ever seen the movie The Fly? I do not want to be the Jeff Goldblum of this story.
Here goes nothing.
Clearly, Beth is the one that's going in the machine. I am wondering how the fuck Beth ends up being the one, because, like, I don't see Jack letting somebody else go in there.
It feels like something Jack would be like,
What was that?
ruined my brother's day.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It worked. It actually worked. Okay, we activate the corridor next.
Okay, there's no way that thing should be exposed like that.
Well, I mean...
It didn't help when it wasn't exposed
Yeah, it really
last time.
help. Although I do have to say that Monarch had a lot of signs that were like, hey, you need to wear radiation protection. So
True.
I still have to question the radiation protection.
I can't insert the
Yeah,
date.
I leaned back in my chair. I'm sorry, that was my fault. Come on, Amy, it's just an artificial black hole.
Might be what you're looking for.
Beth. It's over there.
Thank God.
Duct tape and hot glue.
Is that supposed to do that?
Yeah.
He did that.
Yeah.
Key to a time machine, and he left it in the trunk of his
mean, where else is he gonna put it?
That's my brother.
He's literally working in it out of an abandoned like college swimming.
That didn't sound good.
Fuck. Let's just hope it still works.
Yeah, probably fine. It's probably fine.
No.
What?
God damn it. I don't know. We were so close. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, like hell you are. You saw what happened. Something's wrong with the machine.
We don't know that.
You're not trained for this. Anything you do is gonna make it worse.
We
You
can't.
know I'm right.
Stop trying.
You lost people. You're angry. I get it. But this is bigger than us.
Beth, I'm afraid you might be dealing with people who have like potentially a family history of mental illness.
I know somebody who can. Sophia Amaral.
Oh, hello.
The Monarch scientist. I saw her video near Ground Zero.
Serene's head of Cronin Research. She'll be at the Monarch Gala tonight, but security's airtight. She'll be nearly impossible to get to.
Unless I have an invite. Paul told me he expected me to meet him at that party.
Something tells me that was not a friendly invitation.
Jack does not give a fuck.
No.
It was not an invitation. It was stated as a fact.
Yeah, it was like, you are going. You are going to be there, and you are going to try to murder me. And the next two.
Christ. Oh.
Okay, actually, that is after 3.5 hours. Yeah, that's a good. That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
makes
good.
sense.
This is actually a great point to stop because I feel like if we continue, we're going to enter an ordeal. So
Yeah.
I get the feeling we're either going to be playing Paul or having an ordeal with Jack or watching an entire episode of a TV show. One of those three things is
True.
going to happen when we start again. So that's what we're going to call it for tonight. Everybody, have a great time, and I'll see you next week for whatever the fuck we're going to do. Whichever of the three potential ordeals. Why not all of them? That is possible. We could do all of that next week. I'm personally excited for the next episode of What the Fuck is Charlie Up To? Also, Liam kills some guys. Until then, have a good night.
Till then.
And don't
we'll see you in the future.
let Sam Lake get you. Or do, because he's often correct, it turns out.
Unfortunately, he's often correct in getting you.
True.
He is right to do that.
Bye!
Bye-bye.